Hello? Hello? It is me? Hello? Is this thing on? Testing? Testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. Tomato salad, tomato salad. I think we're live. I think we're live on the Twitch platform. Let's go do Final Fantasy 11 stuff. Woo! Let's do it. Let's generate some pogs, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do it to it. We gotta go out there. We're gonna kill the local wildlife for 2 to 3 hours and just make them regret every day that they've been alive, just kind of like chilling in their natural environment, being part of the ecosystem. I say no. Hi Tiarna, bye Tiarna. Exclamation point Dotu too, my friend. We're gonna do our normal thing today. We're gonna play a little bit of Thousand Arms and maybe get a little bit closer to our second waifu, Wina Grapple. Maybe. Last time she asked me if it was how comfortable I felt floating an air biscuit in front of her after our second date, so our relationship is boding well. I do not feel well. I went to my local CVS. I was gonna say something more complex, but it can't be fucked. And I was like, I would like all of your shots, please. Just update me on everything. And they did. They put all sorts of stuff up my butt. And then just said JK at the end of it. And gave me normal shots. So I spent probably 90% of what would otherwise be sleeping hours just kind of writhing. just kind of like writhing for, I don't know. They like feeling chills, stomach aching, body aching, and I'm recovering from that. I'm like 50% recovered, but not fully. So we're gonna make the most of it. If I feel as though I'm pushing it past a reasonable point for me, I will certainly be like, hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm literally dying. So we're just gonna call this for now because the weakness of the flesh is never more evident as it is right now, and I need to like go suffer in silence and probably a cozy blanket. Hang on. Wife, can you do me a favor? Can you put the headset on? I greatly appreciate you. Thank you.
Really? I thought I didn't bother you anymore.
Well, it's because it's kind of like feeding into the mic a little bit.
Can you hear it now?
That's better.
I'm not little.
Put on the fucking headset. I'm kidding. I'm very nice to my wife. She actually made me dinner. I'm bound by God to let you know that she made me dinner. Although she did not do the natural next step, which was to insert it like an airplane into my mouth and then grab both the top and bottom parts of my jaw and forcibly chew for me, which is like a big -1 to -2. But just the fact that she made me dinner, I guess, is sufficient. You brought it. You did. You also brought it to me. I cannot even begin to imagine the caloric content that you burned just bringing it physically to me after slaving over a hot beef stroganoff. All right, let's play some Thousand Arms. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to get a party. Typical fashion, if this is your first rodeo with me, I'm gonna do a game inside of a game so that while we're waiting to play the game, you have something that's giving you at least passive endorphin generation. And then if we don't find anything, or rather more specifically, if nothing finds us within about 30 to 45 minutes, then we will be the change that we want to see in the world and make our own party. I'm definitely looking forward to that if that's the case. Some of you may remember last time that we tried to make our own party, the one paladin that was looking, the only tank. There wasn't even a warrior. There wasn't a ninja. It was just the one paladin. The one paladin that was there. And this is like 40s, mind you. Okay, we're not into full-blown skyitis hemispheres yet. And I asked him, hey, do you want to party? Like, do you want to play the video game? And he said, do you have a red mage or a bard with you?
Step bro.
And I said, no. I could have been like, yes, I do. And then as soon as he got into the party, I would have been like, hey, I know that I said that I had this thing, but like, you really should learn to not expect the world to conform to your decisions or your expectations or desires. In a fucking massively multiplayer PvE game. But instead, he was polite. He wasn't an asshole. Some would argue, including myself, that it's a bit of an asshole move to expect any combination of jobs specifically, because I cannot, nor will I ever probably be able to, as far as you know, summon into existence people that are sentient at the level that we would prefer and of the type of jobs that we would like to see. Okay. So what happened is that I saw a bard start seeking about like a minute to 2 minutes afterward, and invited the bard, refused to invite the paladin, wrestled with myself of the morals of the decision to not invite the paladin, and therefore get my party into a point where it can start generating the XP that it so desires and deserves. But everyone was on board when I explained to him that the only tank doesn't want to party unless he has a specific job combination catering to his needs. They were like, no, fuck that guy. And I believe that the decision to say fuck that guy in spirit was apt and correct. So we got a samurai tank to tank instead. Was it clean? No. Was it good? No. Was it fine? Was it borderline okay? Yes, absolutely. Knowing how the party was gonna turn out, aka just be quote unquote fine or average, would I have gone back and said, hey, I grabbed that bard that you were looking for? No, I still would not, because in exchange for me saying yes to this individual and trying to conform the world to conform to his desires, I would have permanently made this person worse. I would have cemented in him this over a series of the world's impenetrably armored series of days until the end of time, the heat death of the universe, or the game closes down. He would have forever after that expected people to adapt to him and what his needs were. Is this spending way too much time, like at least 5 to 8 minutes, on a subject that literally does not even matter in the grand scheme of things? Kind of, you know, overblowing it a bit, yeah. But this is how this stream is gonna be. I'm angry, I'm crampy, I'm pissy, I'm malty, I'm copey. Stoic, what happened to your head? Hi, not Bluey. How you doing? What happened? So this is the closest thing that I could come to visually representing the fact that I do not feel well. And yet, if I don't do what the good Lord Altana, or Lordess, sorry, that Altana put me on this earth to do, which is to act as one of your chat's primary dopamine sources Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes now Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, except for Saturday, which is now 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, then I'm not doing my job. Because the moment, I know that for a fleeting moment, in the grand scale of things, when my stream is online and you're paying attention to it with your ocular membranes and your listening ears, your active listening ears, I am helping you forget the borderline abyssal horror that is just normal everyday life. And that's more important than how I feel in general. That is to say that if I was really suffering, then, you know, I would just be like, hey guys, I'm gonna call it. But I'm not there yet. Okay? I've duct taped my insides to each other, and as far as I could tell, that's working out wonderfully. PMSing, I don't think that cramps are strictly in the territory of PMSing. I think it's safe to, like, you get cramps when you're running, or you get cramps when you're swimming. There's no PMSing. I'm achy. My stomach hurts. You gonna put on like a little nurse's hat and come to my house? Evil? Because that's the only alternative to this situation. Let's play Thousand Arms. We'll play it for like half an hour or so. Maybe even a little bit less. We're just gonna do dating. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna date waifus. Okay. Music off. Resume game. The only thing I do not like about being in Langood, we're on like a island that's been converted into like a pirate ship. Okay, that's your context. And we date ladies so that eventually when we get their intimacy level high enough, just like real life, we're going to harvest them like Vespine gas for their feminine vapors, and then those vapors are going to get converted. Like, how about we not stand near where everyone's fucking teleporting, huh? What a what a novel idea, dude. Here, I'll even let you see some of the ocean. Does that do it for you, chat? I hope so, because I ain't changing it. Gentle hug, solo felicity. Just you being here is like a, what is it? What's the term for like ye olde medicine? Like a panacea? I swear I could date around here, but I don't know where. There's only a couple of dating spots on Langood. I know where one is, but I would really prefer if I could just, I don't care. You can't invade my privacy even if you're the main character of the game. Don't go snooping around my house. How's the volume on this? It's all right. Did you know that Wina's eye patch is only for looks? Sometimes she wears it to the wrong side. Pay close attention, you'll see what I'm talking about. Fourth wall breaking. Let's go. All right, we need to start dating. We need to start dating in order to attract viewers, okay? All they care about is serotonin sources, and the fastest way to get them generating that serotonin so I can suck it out of them like an emotional vampire, feeding it into like a crazy feedback loop where you generate dopamine because of the nerve centers in your brain firing off because of things that I do in waifu collection RPGs, or when I do be summoning Garuda and then sending her to do like aerial armor and stuff like that. You guys love that shit. And I could tell because I have you all microchipped. I have you all microchipped so I could tell when you're feeling spicy or not. And then when you're sleeping, I just go in, knock you out, and yeah, and then I just extract all the dopamine chemicals out of your body with the big suck. I don't know where the observation deck is, dude. I'm never gonna figure this place out, man. You're so loud. Why are we yelling? Me? Am I genuinely louder than normal, or is it just because I'm escalating? I think I escalated at least once. Yeah? Is that how that goes? Yeah, I give you the big suck. Where's the observation deck, please? Here it is. Yes! Yes! Stop. Fuck off. Daytime. Daytime. Daytime.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
Daytime. May I ask a question? I need some knowledge. Absolutely. Ask me whatever you want. I'm sorry it took me like a solid of like 30 to 45 seconds before I actually became cognizant of what was happening in chat. Am I not sexy enough for you? Lady, this is our third date, and trust me, you being sexy is a non-issue. No, you're good. I'm happy to answer anything. Like, being a party leader, like 90% of the time, and this Horizon 11 private server, loosely based, or largely based, depending on your parlance, on the level 75 classic era framework of Final Fantasy 11, what that does when you're also a streamer, and you're a regular party leader and party creator, and you're having to pay attention to 3 different sources of chat, and possibly at the same time, sexy pirate waifus on screen, you learn to adapt. So you could ask me a question, and I'll just devote a certain percentage of my mental bandwidth to answering the question properly to the best of my ability. Probably. So I would say that I'm not like a dating lord or nothing. I did get married, so perhaps I'm doing better than I expect. I think that saying "you're very cute, not that sexy though" is probably one of the worst openers for a possible date that there could ever be. You're very attractive, so
I need to get to know you more.
Hell yeah, you do. Up top.
Is
My eyes are down
power
here.
helping you?
This is a trick question. When ladies ask you, IRL, is my elemental power helping you? Whatever you're gonna say is wrong. Okay? I've got this question from Sedina, the lady with the giant ribbons on their arms, and they fucking hated whatever it was that I answered with this. So this is like a giant trap that I can't get rid of. Now, Wyna may be different because she do be being like a pirate princess or whatever. So I would say that she would respect if I suggest that I can make big ol' weapons, probably on par with her gazonkers. Although I don't know if that would fly. I don't know if I could say that as an option. I can make great weapons.
That's great. Thanks for the compliment, Mice.
Sticking out your gyat for the rizzler. You're so skibidi. You're so
I need a fishing pole, but there's none in the age. Where might I get one?
I just wanna be your Sigma.
Let me look up some resources real quick. You can look at the Blushy Crushy. She's very easy to look at, so it's not like we're doing anything else. Hang on. Own stuff, notable quests, link shell, keep eyes on, initial questing, helpful sources, category fishing. Let me check to make sure this is actually what I wanted to send you. I have quite a few resources. Fish, and the reason why I have so many resources is because fishing is one of the most... I mean, there's lots of non-obvious systems in the game, but fishing is affected by a lot of different stuff that the game does not go anywhere near where, even resembling where it should, to start teaching you what the hell it is that you're even looking at, what you should be trying for, that type of thing. So I'm gonna give you just this thing, not Bluey. This guide is pretty much the only thing that you're going to need to really draw from. It also includes... Hang on. Like it should include the... Like the formula. Yes. Okay, so there's an area that's in this guide that I just sent you that says tips from the trade. And it tells you the absolute minimum level that you need to be in fishing in order to catch whatever seems good. You're basically going to be fishing like for like a good consistent revenue source, and I'll spare you the reasons why, because I have like waifus to date. You can fish moat carp pretty much forever profitably. Eventually you're going to want to get your fishing skill higher, in which case your next big goal is going to be Nebimonites, which are like sea squid with like shells on them. Think of like whatever the ancient Pokemon is that has like a shell on its back. I forget what it was called. And Guguru Tuna after that. Those are going to be your big money makers for a very long time.
Do you think each person has only one soulmate?
No. It's because there's like 7 of you. I think some people have more than one. It kind of makes me jealous. I feel like you could have just left it at, I think some people have more than one. Harems exist for a reason. Well, that's what we're trying to construct here. I don't think she's going to respect B, but purely because she's a pirate princess. She doesn't like it tied down. Goes both ways, man. I think so.
I wonder who my soulmate is.
It's me. It's me.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
Did you feel magical?
Can I pet that dog?
Yes. I felt I met my soulmate. I thought you were gorgeous. I mean, if we're doing like a natural cause and effect type thing, picking A would make the most sense to me. Plus, humans love this shit. Like when you look at them and make like eye contact with them, basically don't blink, because not blinking is like a cheat code. Saying shit like I felt like I met my soulmate when I met you on your third date is like a deal sealer. 100%. She kicked your ass, doesn't need any magic to cure you, yeah. You're my soulmate. Oh, mushy crushy!
Whoa, what do we have here? Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
Yes! Yes, queen.
I better not be catching a cold.
Can you please cover your mouth? When you do that, I'll make you feel better.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, she's so into that.
I get angry at myself when I feel weak.
Are you? Life can be very difficult, but I think you're strong. But you just crushed a soda can. She's gonna like this response.
Were you
Oh, I got another mushy
How
crushy!
embarrassing.
Have you ever had a dream that you had?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Yeah, well, I'll probably have to take over the family business. Oh well.
What do you do again? Oh, well, that's right. You're like pirates, but you try to pirate people that deserve it. If I was your husband, I get to meet lots of beautiful women. Probably not the go-to here or anywhere. There's lots of freedom in piracy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a so simple question for you in your DMs. Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed your question.
Pessimistic about it after all.
I have a some question for you. Now I have time to mull things over. You're absolutely welcome to reach out to me in Discord, or you could just ask me. As far as I'm concerned, you have like free stoicism. Say something stoic redeems forever. In either case, I'm going to respond to you. I'm very sorry for missing your chat.
You may think it's odd, but I can cook.
Why would I think that's odd? You'd probably make mystery meat. If somebody that you are romantically interfacing with suggests to you that there is a skill or a craft that they are interested in, and not only do they mention it, but they suggest that they would like you to be part of that thing, do not make your first gut reaction be, well, I think that you're probably bad at it. It's okay. I just realized it may not be stream friendly. However you send it to me, I will be completely content. What I will say though is that if I do happen to have 20 seconds to notice it, are you comfortable with me responding to you in real time? Or would you prefer I keep it in DMs? I do not care either way. B it is. I'm not doing B. Also, hello, no flow.
I make a really good lobster dish.
She makes really good lobster.
Can you eat oysters?
Yeah, it's not the only thing good at slurping. Okay, you suggested it to me, so if I say they're my favorite, and then you react nonplussed, I don't know what to expect from you anymore.
I'll pay for dinner tonight.
Oh, she loves oysters.
Sloppy.
5 points.
There's an article of a
Can
date
men and
eating
women just
40,
be
48
friends?
oysters. What? Oh, she's gonna pay. Can men and women? Yeah, because she's a pirate. They don't conform to normal. I don't know if this is the right word to use at all, but like heteronormativity. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word. I don't know if what I just said was insulting or strange, or I don't know what that word means. So don't cancel me. if it means something completely the opposite of what I just suggested. Hey DJ Rans, how you doing? Excellent nail painting stream before. I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy interfacing with you. Let's shout out some people while I remember. Not only does DJ Rans make for a very good and skilled DJ, he do be having good choices and all that. Very fun, very engaging with his chat. You always love to see it. And his nails are on point always. Shout out Boa Kumi. I like hanging out with Boa a lot, not just because she's a grade A piece of personality meat, but because I can do things like play my my Baldur's Gate 3 neutral evil Oathbreaker paladin and have her instantly asks me why there's like blood all over the place, and then me explaining, I don't know, I just these important NPCs just kind of like appeared to me like this, and our relationship being basically unaffected. Hi Alyssa, good to see you. Lissa, shout out Lissa Ishida. Lissa is like one of the top 5 Phasmophobia players in all of North America. Don't even look up that fact or what I mean. If there's like, I mean, I do know for a fact that there's like, you know, leaderboards in Phasmo. Of course there is. Like, in terms of like Phasmo esports, she is easily top 2. And by top 2, I mean the person in first place of these said leaderboards is Lissa, and the second one is Ishida. I have no idea what she just said to me. I think it eventually turns into love, like with us. I'm gonna pick this one. This one seems safe. Oh, she's blushy crushy.
The One Piece is real!
I had to do the shoutouts as an uwu e-girl. No. What did that even sound like? Do you have clips? We got blushy crushy.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, am I gonna get smooches? Ah, yeah!
Bingo!
Yes! Yes, queen! Oh, intimacy level 222, let's go!
Oh, big! Ultra combo!
We're gaming. Alright, day number 3. We have about 15 minutes to go. My soul died over and over and over, but I think it cheered up Boa. I felt the same way about Boa doing like the typical quote-unquote VTuber e-girl voice. And then she took it away from me in completely unceremonious fashion by increasing its cost by like 15 to 20 times over. I died that day. I died that day repeatedly. I was not the same, nor do I ever expect to be. It's at 10K. Do you know how much I have to fucking watch you? About the same amount of time that I already have to, have to is going to be the wrong word because I do it absolutely willingly. You're not holding like a Gauss rifle to my head from Fallout 76. I have to watch you about the same amount of time that I do now in order to afford it like once every 4 days. That's crazy. The economy is fucked. I slave over. I'm so flustered that apparently it broke my turbo boost. So now we have to reach the observation deck at a normal pace. Disgusting. Now I'm crampy. I'm achy. My tummy hurts. I'm flustered. I'm irritated. I'm other emotions that humans have that are requisite and appropriate and conducive to the situation. Is this even where the observation deck is? No, it's not. I always go this way and I don't need to. It's not PMS, man. It's not. I was asked to, LMFAO. That's the thing, is that if you give in to Zoomers too easily, then they start asking for all sorts of stuff. Like pretty soon you're gonna add like a redeem to turn into one of those NPC Well, those NPC e-girls, and then
What
be
do you
like,
think
gang,
about
gang,
me?
gang, 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 ice cream, popcorn, gang, 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 ice cream, so good. And then you're gonna make that like 200 points. I'm gonna spam the shit out of it, and then you're gonna be like, okay, it's literally all I'm doing, so I'm gonna make this Glizzy Overdrive. Yes, exactly. Yes, a Glizzy Overdrive.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly
Hang on,
corruption.
I will pay attention to what happened.
Felicity Ryan, X100.
Thank you so much.
Ice cream, so good. Think of the ice cream. Think of the heart me. I heart you too. Think of the glizzies. 100 glizzies.
This could be
Entry
you.
glizzy
This could be you and me, but you playing. This could be us, but you playing all the time. You play too much.
Increasing grip by 7%. We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies and doing glizzy overdrive.
He made mad cash, TBH. I do not doubt it.
Think of the ice cream.
Okay, that's it. Deserved. I watched that probably about 1,000 times. Are you a human or you are my sunshine? I don't know what I'm responding to. I'm gonna go with A. It seems safe.
You're so full of it, mice.
Dude.
What you say?
I'm gonna have to get going now.
No! No, we just started our day, dude! I'm gonna act nonchalant. Okay, bye.
That's it for now. Bye.
You fuck up one question. Oh, so you can ask me if how comfortable I feel farting around you, but I can't get one question wrong without you getting pissy at me and then forcing me to go back to the observation deck that I forget where it is every single time. Hits on follow. Don't do that. Boy, farm points like no other. I feel that. I never have points for you. I mean, I do, but only because I stopped donating to the challenges. That's true. I did reduce the price of all my like sound redeems to try to help out with that, because my community do be very good about saving up and then dumping 2,000 points into the community challenge every single time that I stream, which means that you're watching a lot, and your continued support is hugely helpful to me. It keeps the dream of making this eventually a part-time thing very much alive. I would do it regardless, but you're fueling that fire. It's appreciated. It's noticed. If you like whatever the hell this has been for like 30 minutes, make sure that you mash that follow button. You can subscribe, which gets rid of your ads for the entirety of the month. Otherwise, I'm just happy that you're here. Okay, we got our turbo button back. We love that for us. There is a new community challenge, by the way. We're going to be doing a real human stream once we hit the sacred number 80085 in your local redeem section. You just save up your points and dump however much you would like
Such
to.
as it is, this squalid hamlet,
Oh, thank you,
these
Lissa. I greatly
corrupted
appreciate
lands,
that.
They are yours now, and you are bound to them.
If only I could be as grossly incandescent as you are. Alright, date me. We have 10 more minutes to get some dates in before we have to try to play the video game that we've been trying to play for the last 45 minutes.
Did you feel magic when we met?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't feel anything. Chat, what the fuck is this? Why are these my only options? Why are these my only options? Are you kidding me? She's gonna hate whatever I say. The date's gonna end, and then I'm out 10 lady points to spend on dates. Who answers with a sorry I forgot or I didn't feel anything? Who made this? Oh my god. I don't know, chat. What do I pick? I mean, saying sorry I forgot is... like, I could just assume that Mice is being cutesy when he says it. If he can even say something like that cutesy, I don't know. My dog, in typical fashion, I'm streaming right now, and she's like, hey, I need you to fill my little pink treat ball with food so I can boop it around with my nose, because eating it out of the bowl fucking pisses me off, and it's not entertaining enough. I guess A, dude, but she doesn't feel love is real, so maybe B. If I say I didn't feel anything, she's gonna... I feel like she hates this. What kind of options are these? That's what I'm saying. Let's go for
I
sorry,
see.
forgot. Oh, she hated that, but there's
I
no...
don't have anything
There's no
to do
winning
tomorrow.
views. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. How about me? Then tomorrow, how about we don't say, hey, I'm planning on dating another individual tomorrow. Let's just go with B. B seems a safer option.
You're so easy.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This day belongs to the light.
Yes.
If you were marooned on a desert island, what would you want to have with you?
Actually, I think what you meant to say was deserted island. This instance of being shitty and pedantic is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, the #1 mobile turn-based RPG. Make sure you look at my referral link so you can get a free skeleton knight. I'm not an ad. Hashtag not an ad. I'm not actually sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I had an opportunity to, and they wanted me to convert my channel into functionally a Raid Shadow Legends channel for about 2 weeks. And this was back when I had like 40 followers, right? So I was like, they must be overflowing with cash, which I know they are, in order to basically throw it at somebody that is a complete non-entity to them or the world at large. Instead of 100 beautiful ladies, I'd ask you to come with me.
What?
Okay, well, you were gonna like the other thing I was gonna
each
say.
person has only one soulmate?
You've asked me this before. I don't remember. Let's pick B. Let's see if she reacts.
Jealous?
Oh, she fucking hates that.
I can't believe how much you're like my old man.
She fucking hated that, dude.
I wonder what's gonna happen to us.
We're gonna get married and have lots of pirate babies. Heaven only knows. Whatever happens, happens, right?
What did he say?
Yeah, sure. I've always wanted someone to tell me that.
What are you talking about? What are these options, dude?
I'm gonna have to get going now.
No, I failed the date. Please.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm gonna kill you. Give me
Please,
$200.
God, please. Already, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go now.
No. No, dude. Please, have mercy. All right, my dog is all but demanding that I fill her stupid treat ball, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because like I said, you're microchipped, so I'll know if you leave. All right, we're back. At least one of you left. I hope that you enjoy your corporate ninjas. They're en route as we speak. Everything that I say that seems to imply that I sent actual ninjas your way is in satire. All right, we're gonna do one more date. I'm gonna look at Felicity's thing in my DMs, and then 666 MP bodes well. Let's go. To go all the way up the fucking tower. Then go to the other wing. It's literally on the other side of the planet. There are other dating spots in the Langood. I just don't remember where they are. I tried to look them up in a guide from literally 2004. And like, I can't imagine how much time it took them to actually come up with ASCII images of the maps. But it's appreciated. I could not identify another dating spot though. You can take pictures, and it's kind of cute, but it also costs money, and you need that. I need that for potions.
My bikini doesn't fit right anymore.
Well, that's because you're growing into a beautiful woman. Yeah, it's getting there. How about we don't open with that? Don't worry about it. You're still as cute as ever. You can't go wrong.
You're so easy.
Oh, blushy crushy, dude.
Is my elemental power helping you?
Yes, you make good weapons.
That's great.
From your feminine vapors.
Thanks.
Yes, yes, we're 2 for 2.
What are you looking at?
I'm admiring your beauty. That gorgeous lady behind you that's in the ocean.
What a might.
Speed run. Speed run.
I love
Speed
the
run
freedom
marriage.
of the high seas. It's not a selfish thing. Do you hate independent women?
This is a loaded. That was a lot that you just threw at me. I respect a woman who has her own opinion and knows what she wants. You shouldn't be wandering around. I need you to... No, we're not doing B. We're picking A. Ah, she
Stop it.
fucking love that.
You're a third.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Can I get a? Oh yeah.
There we go.
Not to brag, but I made these clothes by myself.
All 3 pieces. You can sew too? That's so cool.
You think it's
we're doing
unlike
it, chat.
me? Cool, huh? Cut it out. Do you think astrology can tell us if we're meant to be together?
Oh, you're one of those. I believe so.
Why are you being so nice to me? Oh, mice.
Slow down. I'm gonna spurt. Sorry.
Want me to guess what you're thinking?
Sure. Yeah, no, that sounds great. You can read my mind.
Yeah, I know you. Thinking about perverted stuff, right?
Yes, I like looking at your boobies.
Do you want to ask me something?
Excuse me.
So true. What's your favorite food? She's a foodie. We'll say what's your favorite
Nothing
food.
sweet. Just give me spicy.
Oh my
What
god.
do you like about me?
Everything. Will I have to think about that? No, we're not answering that one.
You're
Why
a
did she hate
barbarian.
that? What the fuck?
You
Why
may
did she
think
not
it's
like
odd,
that?
But I can cook.
Shame.
What the hell was that? Saying that she was
Shame.
boring was the only alternative.
Shame.
Oh, try not to screw it up, dude. That was a fucking trap. There are minds layered in this conversational chain. It's too much like real dating. Make it stop. What? No, I'm not leaving you. She's a JPEG. Yeah, she's like a sexy pirate princess, but she's not real. She doesn't like that I'm talking basically to the wall, and then she doesn't understand it.
I make a really
Okay, we're back in
good
blushy crushy
lobster dish.
territory.
It was
Hi,
really
Icy.
fun.
Yes, yes,
Ask me out again.
yes. Oh my god, dude. We got the uptick in the voice. There's a pitch increase at the very end. You can almost hear like the finger wrapping around the hair and then looping it behind the ear. Oh!
This is my perfect victory! That's right! I win! I hit it on the mark!
That's fucking teamwork.
Tell the wife if only she wore an eye patch. Intimacy change level 230.
Oh, big!
Amazing.
Bingo!
All right, that's it. We're putting away the. We're putting it away for now because nobody wants to summon her. Apparently, nobody wants to summon her, so we have to be the guy. Let's save state a couple times just to be sure. And by a couple times, I mean 3 times, literally. All right, let's check out the volume, the relative volume. It looks okay. I could bump it up possibly a little bit. There we go. We'll bump it up 3%. You have to practice on choosing between answer A or B. Sometimes it's not that easy. I mean, yes, I do have to choose. Like, you're technically right. I do have to choose between A and B. But some questions give you no choice. Some questions are fucking mind layered. So it's just making in those situations, it's making the least bad choice. All right, let's take a look at my Discord. I've been pinged. Does socialism blend with religion at all? Yeah. There is some intersectionality with it. And taking Christianity as it's, we're gonna loop right from the Waifu Collection RPG into 2,000-year-old life philosophy applications and its intersectionality with modern day religion. Christianity borrowed a lot of notes, a lot of reinforcements of its tenets from Stoic philosophy. So there is absolutely a non-zero number of people out there that could both reasonably ascribe to themselves as being a religious person and also draws everything that they reasonably can and applies from Stoicism itself. It's not a mutually exclusive thing. Here, let's look for some party members. I would not describe myself as religious. And it probably has something to do with the fact that I was kicked out of a Christian private school while being literally called Satan, which put a damper on things for sure. Because afterward, I was like, am I actually Satan? I don't know. I had to really think about it. See all, what is it? See all, what was my own requirements? 38 to what? 47? Inv? We're gonna have to look way outside our normal range and see if there's somebody that is willing to go down as far as 10 levels. All right, there is a paladin there. Let's see what their requirements are. They have a cutesy little emote face in their search comm, which bodes well. And they're not like, please don't waste my time if you don't have a bard or red mage, which is definitely a big +1 for me. They're also the only level 50 out there. So before I waste their time, I'm actually gonna reach out to them now. Hello, level sync 47. Actually, what would be their level range? 41, probably. 41 to 50 to 48. Party, do you need it? Planning forming something, camp not known yet. And we'll see what they say about that, and then we'll do the research. If that paladin is not willing to play the video game, we might have to go on some more dates. But we'll see. That's stating making the least bad choice. Yeah, but typically IRL, you have access to more than 2 bespoke options, and typically they consist of more than I was not concentrating at all on what you were saying, with the second option being this date is literally boring the Christ out of me, and I want it to end. Like, most of the time you could just either say nothing as an option, or you could just do what I do, which is make eye contact with the lady and open my eyes as wide as possible, and then loudly smack my lips for no less than 20 seconds. Now, don't overuse that technique that I just gave you. It's basically like an emotional cheat code. They act like they won't like it, but trust me, it's like they don't want you to know that you basically have them under their spell at that point. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. XP camps. Let's take a look at what we can do. Play the video game. So I'm 47. So if worst case scenario, I can be the guy. I do not want to go to this quicksand caves thing. It's like a 10 level range and it sucks. It's bad. I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. Garledge Citadel is very safe. But how many are actually there? No thanks. Oh, we got hit with a no thanks. All right. What were you looking for, lol? We just got hit with the no thanks. There's no explanation on why. She's just like, no, I don't want to play the video game. Which is fine. It's her prerogative. She doesn't want to. I'm just curious why. If this motherfucker is like, you didn't tell me that you had a bard or a red mage, so it's an automatic no for me, I'm going to do nothing except internalize that information and then convert it into constructive, something constructive. But it's fine. It just means that it gives us more time. But that is weird. She's ready for level sync. She's level sync okay, and then that's it. Please invite me was the only. You may want to be more specific with your search comment if there's something else you need. All right, and that's what I'm gonna say to him. See, because it's true. Anybody could be reaching out to them, and it's just like a Russian roulette what your expectations are. The search comment is one of the only ways that you can communicate to me. I was getting a telly. Okay, that literally doesn't answer my question. That's fine. If she wants to be weird about it, that's okay. I will let that die, for sure. Garlic Citadel basement level. 47 is safe. And there's typically always at least one camp that's at the bottom. So we're gonna do /search Garliage. Is it some kind of like awful search comment? What is it? Garlage. Search. Garlage. Oh, 35s and everything. There is at least one party that's in the general range that I'm looking for, which means that there is at least one spot. I'm a red mage in the making. One day I'll be able to join. Absolutely. I think I saw you in another chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you're relatively new to Horizon 11 at least. First of all, welcome. If you have literally any questions at any time about anything, I am happy to just like info dump you on demand. I live for helping new people. I think it was in Lily Star Chan's chat. I'm not sure. I'm not parsing. I'm not remembering. Knees weak, arms arms sweaty, mom spaghetti. Where am I going? We're going to Garlage. And then maybe by the time that we get there, we'll have a paladin that is, or a ninja, or even a warrior, if one exists, that hasn't all-in on I'm only a damage dealer after 30-itis. That wants to play the video game. Obviously, you can win the dating game. You have a super talented and intelligent wife, so true. Making sure I'm catching up on chat. Maybe they get a thrill of saying no to people. But thank you. You've been really helpful. Good. This being a pure PvE game that relies on bonding through mutual suffering, helping new players is an extremely high priority. It should be anyone's high priority. The overwhelming majority of the the Horizon 11 player base is overwhelmingly helpful. Just like any game, new or old, there's gonna always be those people, and that's really all that I have to say for you to understand what I mean. Those people are going to exist. You're going to meet them, or at least become aware of them because of their edgy behaviors. But we're talking about like a 1 out of 100, or even like a 1 out of 200 type situation, at least so far. There's only been like 2 people that I felt an absolute need to blacklist. One of them was in fucking Valkyrie Dunes, and they were a thief that had no ranged weapon, and they were Voke pulling. They were Voke pulling in a leatherworker's apron, which is fine, you know. I mean, the presence of the leatherworker's apron implies that they have enough money to afford range weapons. And when I asked them when I had the audacity to ask them to not vote pool if they can help it, or to contribute to the skill chains, they proceeded to go off on me for about 45 minutes uninterrupted, which was partly my fault because I could have blacklisted them after I initially felt the need to about 5 minutes into it, but I just felt sorry for them. But thankfully the the overwhelming majority of players are extremely good and extremely helpful. That is for true. I also have a number of Let's Play guides of varying quality on Horizon 11 specifically. youtube.com/@prostoic. I have 6 parts up right now. The next parts I'm going to be working on are going to be started on stream. They're all largely unscripted. I have like bullet points, but they're not clean. They're messy videos, and it takes me sometimes like whole minutes to get to the point. But some people seem to be getting some kind of utility out of them, and that's ultimately what I wanted. At some point in the future, when I'm doing this part-time, I can afford literally sitting there and coming up with very clean and easy to follow and straight to the point every minute possible videos. But for now, they roughly serve their purpose. The next things I'm going to be working on, I just need to get started or get underway once I'm once I write the script for them. And by script, I mean the bullet points that I mentioned thusly. 2 big ones that I get asked about pretty consistently, and every streamer basically, everybody that's live and is engaging with a new person gets asked eventually, how do I lead a party? That's a big one, and so that's one that I'm gonna have to focus the whole video on, because even though the information that I would be giving you is largely subjective, it's nevertheless important. Some parts of it are you can't really get away from, like how do you determine where to camp, for example. Like there's nothing in the game that points to a specific place and says this is where you should gather a group of 6 people and kill monsters that are nearby. The game does not tell you that. So even though there's like a good number of places to camp at and you can base your parties around those, there's many more camps that are available. And so how do you determine what constitutes as a camp? The cheat code is looking at the level range using something like MobDB, which is not perfect because there's a bunch of monsters that were added as part of Horizon 11. Take the level range, take whatever is the highest level of that range of the monster that you're looking to hunt. Go to the area to see if there's like a group of like 3 or 4 monsters that just are hanging around a place that looks like there's some place safe nearby that you can chill at with 5 other like-minded individuals. And if the upper threshold of their level range, you take that and you minus 9 from it. And there you go. That should land you somewhere where you can safely kill things without too much trouble and get a pretty good speed and consistency out of it. That's always worked for me. Some of the experimental camps that I've done that I've sussed out like this have been better than others. But that's part of learning. That's part of party leading, is just trying to make the most of whatever situation you're dealing with, the 5 other headspaces that you're bringing along with you. It's okay to fuck up. It's okay to mess up repeatedly, especially when you're creating parties for the first time and you're not, like, you have the general coordinates from like the Horizon 11 wiki. But even then, sometimes you're gonna make bad calls, and that's okay. Some people have been playing this game for way too long, and that also isn't in of itself okay. But those same people need to understand that that when you get new players in, they are going to need to be allowed to make mistakes, especially when it comes to something that involves as much pressure at least from the standpoint of the new player as party leading or camp creation. All right, there is a group there, so we're gonna try to go to where the other typical camp is and pray that that has not been taken in the last 10 seconds or so, which I don't think it was. I didn't really take like a good glance, a meaningful glance at the entrance of it, but this can serve 2 parties pretty reliably, this area. And let me check one of the beetles. Beetle looks right. Okay, all right, so we're at the place. We can level sync to ourselves if we need to. We're gonna look for 46 to 56 invite. Let's see. We have about 1,000 white mages, which is unusual for sure. We do have a thief. What we could do is invite literally all the white mages and then say that I'm RPing as like a banished party. I think that's what I'm nervous about in general. I want to join an XP party, but I don't want to hinder people's progress. Absolutely eliminate that frame of thought from your brain. If you possibly can. Easier said than done. You are not hindering anyone. In fact, you are a core component of a party that's waiting to happen. Whether by your own grace, your actions, or by those of another. There's a party out there that is needing you as an integral part of it. So there's literally no situation that you could be in where you would be causing a hindrance by participating in the video game. Nobody thinks like that, thankfully. At least 99.99% of the people, except maybe that one thief that I was talking about before, actually thinks that way. I think you said, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were going for like a red mage. Red mages are literally integral to, or considered literally integral to parties, especially once you're 40 or above. Your ability to enfeeble stuff is really, really important pretty much forever. Your ability to heal people when needed is very valuable. You're almost always going to be asked to sub heal. Keeping people alive is pretty integral. It's the complete opposite of hindering people's progress. And just like show up, flag up, put in your search comments. I'm a little new, so please be patient, and you will get invites. I can guarantee it. And if anybody's like, this guy is hindering our progress, fuck those people. Oh man. Maybe we could just start inviting people and then hope that they're willing to come by. They have like 8,000 Beastmasters, 8,000 white mages, some black mages, which is kind of cute, and a Dark Knight Tarataru. Sometimes I joke that Dark Knights can equip heavy armor, and so they can tank. And while I'm not wrong on that, a Tarataru Dark Knight is probably not it's probably not the route that I would want to see myself go down. Make sure you tell everyone that Summoner is the best main healer in the game. Yeah, I should also tell them that I'm streaming. I should do like the call one. I should do call one, and I'm changing the meta on my stream right now. Come check me out. What is this person doing? Hi, are you planning on... Okay, no, they're going somewhere else. Okay. Not that it matters. We can't invite anyone. And sometimes the game is just like this. I would say to you, in general in chat, and not just to Not Bluey, I would say to you that instead of you sitting there and trying to have the classic era experience of waiting for like an hour to 2 hours in a party, or for a party, sorry, if you don't get an invite after 30 to 45 minutes, first find your closest PlayStation 1 Duck Station emulator and boot up Thousand Arms and play it for 45 minutes on stream. And if that doesn't work, then make your own party. And if you still can't make a party within like 15-20 minutes after that, then I don't know. I guess the only answer is to go fuck yourself. Oh man, I'm sure I'll think of something more constructive at some point. I'm gonna take a sip of my hot tea. I almost never consume tea. I am drinking it out of my Pro Stoic mug. Yeah, I'm drinking tea. I don't feel good. My tummy hurts. So like coffee is very medicinal for sure, but tea is like the next best thing for like emergency applications. It's technically Christmas tea. Like these are peppermint packets that we've had for how many years? At least 4 years. We've had these tea packs for at least 4 years. I don't think that tea spoils though. Anyway, we're having it in our Pro Stoic mug. The Pro Stoic mug is not available. I'm just gonna quickly type merch in the chat. The mug is not available because the company that I had send me a quality test print of the mug did not do the best job in the world. So I have removed them thusly from the store. I just need you to hear me say that I have a mug, okay? That's it. You don't have to do anything with this situation. Just know that I have a mug near me that has my logo on it. You know, the one that has like the diamond shape with the fire inside of it and the 4 columns representing courage, justice, temperance, and what the fuck? I don't even know my own philosophy, dude. 4 stoic temperances. 4 virtues: wisdom, temperance, justice, courage. Oh, it was courage. Courage was the one that was lacking, I think. Mugs are cool, very handy tools for sure. All the clothes, multiple people have vouched for me. Everybody's saying this. Everybody's saying this is that the clothes are really good. I was wearing my Pro Stoic hoodie. It was, as the cool kids say in their street vernacular, bussin' and on fleek. If you don't hear cool kids saying that, they're going to start now because you and I chat are on the cutting edge of the popular cultural zeitgeist. At that every time. Loser. Can I get my mods to 24-hour permanent jukebox hero? I don't even fucking know this guy. He probably hacked a subscriber symbol next to his name. Can you add that description of the logo to the product page? Yeah, I probably could. That's actually a really good suggestion. Let me write it in my literal notebook that I have here. As if I don't have ready access to a notepad on my computer. We're just gonna pretend that we're going back to the year 2000. Add description of logo design to merch store. Leaving stream for bussin'. Just because you're a zaddy hero, and I definitely would and would again, does not mean that you could treat me like this. Okay? Just because every day I'm willing to give my gyat to you because you're a rizzler. Before anyone asks, I don't know why I'm like this. Let's see if there's a paladin that wants to play the game. Callie is back. Callie is back and searching. Although I feel like if I ask her again, she's just gonna say no thanks again. Even though I'm literally right here. I'm ready to play the video game. Maybe she just wants like a party that's already made. We should invite the legendary hero Buttsack. Caught my attention. Hello. And we'll sync 46 to 47 party. Do you need it? Position Garlic Citadel basement. Oh, let's invite the Taru. Hello. They want 52 plus. Okay. Hello. Level sync. 46, 47 party. Do you need it? Position Garlic Citadel basement. Hello, level sync, 46, 47 party. Do you need it? Position Garlic Citadel basement. Hell yeah, we got a shirt from Buttsack. Woo!
That's fucking teamwork!
Alright, let's invite Renzo says yes. Renzo wants to play the video game. Hello, welcome. Looking for... So it's butt sack, but with no K. So I'm guessing that means that there's already a bespoke butt sack in the game. A lot of the most popular names are taken, like your big fart buckets and your tater thoughts. I mean, I'm amazed, like, not joking, that Stoic was not taken. Because the name is so cool. I'm a little bit biased in saying that. Hello. All right, let's refresh the list. 46 to 56. What else do we need? I don't know. Ranger, maybe? How about we try to invite Critty Kitty? Hello, level sync, 46 party. Do you need it? Position, Garlic Citadel. Basement. 46 is like the generally speaking, the comfortable middle ground for this type of camp. 47 is where it's at. Hi, party is made, just missing a tank. Let me know if you're interested. Smiley face. 46 to 47 level sync. Now I don't know what to expect from this individual, because when I suggested to them, hey, why didn't you accept the invite to the party? They said I was getting a teleport and then literally no other information. So my expectations are not high that she's going to be like, oh yeah, now that I've proceeded to complete my task work on a one at a time basis, I am available to play. We'll see what they say. Thieves can equip shields. They can be tanks, right? They get perfect dodge, so that's like a whole 30 seconds of not taking any damage. Your Hamel Toes find a Sam, they can tank, so true. There's no samurai. Like, unironically, I might pick up a samurai if I see them. We're 656. I would like to play my game at its earliest convenience. Please. I would take like a warrior. I would take a warrior. I would even take like a monk. I'm sure that would make the rank 10s of my party leave if I was like, hey, there's literally nobody else out here, but instead of us just standing around for hours, not getting any kind of like mileage out of the time investment, I brought a monk. Because they can guard, they can counter. Monks are basically tanks. They have a huge health pool. They can fist stuff. They can fist stuff real good. Nobody fists like a monk. Hey, nobody fisting like a monk. Nobody fists like them. They put their whole fist into it. Honey Bunches of Fists is like a cereal that they consume on the regular, or the reg, as the cool kids say in their street vernacular. So for anyone just joining us, a new Real Human stream theme points challenge has been constructed. Please refer to your local redeem section to figure out where to dump points into it. You're finally going to see what's behind the mask. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm a little sussy about it. A little tsundere. A little blushy crushy also on top of it, because I'm going to be exposing body parts that you didn't even know that I had. That neither of us knew that we had. Except your mom. She fists good. So true. Up top. Oh, the one paladin is AFK. Looking for anyone willing to tank. If you've got link shells, do me solid and ask around. Level sync is gonna be 46 to 47. I'm basically 48, so I'm reliant on the 46s sticking around for at least a couple of hours to get any real mileage out of this. Level sync 46 647 party. Do you need it? Position, Garlic Citadel, basement, need a tank specifically. Also, hello. You're beautiful through and through, Stoic. You'll be fine. I don't know if that's true. I think I might. I think this is a stream where I fucking lose it, Felicity. I think that the last 9 to 10 years of my self-help advice philosophy is going to crumble away like an exploding star. I don't know. Do exploding stars crumble? No, I think they just violently explode. And then the mask is gonna come off, and I'm just gonna be like liquid, or rage made manifest. And then I'll realize at the end of it that it was just gas that I was feeling, that I wasn't angry at all. It was just gas the whole time from the beef stroganoff that I had before. What are you talking about? What's my streamer talking about? I have no idea. That's a good question. What do any of us talk about? Like, what are words? Can we talk about that for a second? How can I say shit like this to you and you have even the basic idea of what I'm talking about? Like, they're just guttural or like utterances, right? They don't mean anything except for the meaning that we ascribe to them. Why is it that when you're thinking about my stream, which is the only acceptable alternative to not watching me actively, why is it that you can hear my voice in your head as you're clutching your purchasable Pro Stoic body pillow? Isn't that weird? Isn't all this weird? Or they crumble into themselves so fiercely that they turn into a black hole. See, gotcha. Tell me you're gonna print out a copy of your stream face and wear it as a mask on the stream. I ain't telling you anything. I got plans. I got big plans. That paladin is still looking. To whom it concerns. Like, we're ready to go. We are able to party right now, but we need somebody that is at least willing to get hit in the face over and over again. This group of 4 individuals is doing the right thing and staying at Juno, because I can't, like I described thusly, I can't manifest into being people with specific jobs in the level range that I need. I need to basically just sit here and pray, or I can engage my cloning program a little bit earlier than intended, deal with the insane torrential downpour of defective clones that it would unleash upon the world, and get one that's at least cognizant enough to level up something in Final Fantasy XI on the private server. We might have to go on some more dates. I can't just be sitting here. I need you to feed you guys dopamine. My babies need dopamine. We'll check every now and again to see if there's a don't tell anybody at my party that I'm playing a PS1 game while I'm waiting on people to appear. We'll check every. Oh shit, no, I went the wrong way. I don't even have a date. What am I doing? I think that if I were to have a body pillow made, I think at least one person out there would buy it. But I'm also afraid of what that would mean for me. I feel like there's some kind of like psychological line that I'll cross from that. Build a 40 party and I can tank it in like 20 minutes. That's true, but there are some people that are in my party that are above that line that I would have to kick out. And unfortunately, the people in our level range, in your level range, sorry, there was only like 4 or 5 people, whereas there's like a huge number of people in the range that I'm at. But I promise you I did consider that. So we're just gonna go on dates. We're gonna go to the date start area, and then we're gonna search. And then if we don't see anyone that wants to play our favorite double-decade-old MMORPG, then we will just keep on trucking. There's nothing else that we can do, chat. Sometimes when life hands you an omelet, you gotta crack some eggs. make up the difference. Date here? Yes. Let's do another search.
If you were marooned on a desert island, what would you want to have with you?
Nope, still the same thieves. Still looking. If I can't find anyone in next 5-10 minutes, we can break. Alright, what did she ask me? If I was marooned, what would you want to have with you? Fuck, I paused it, sorry. FS7 with mods? I take my love for you?
Liar. I know you'd want to bring all the women you can.
There is no winning that question.
Now tell me, what's your best feature?
Congratulations!
The ability to attract girls, my best feature, I don't know. I feel like she wouldn't respect the second one. But I also think that the first one, in a date environment, would be awful. It would be bad. I should not choose this. Do a shout, you might get a hidden tank to come out. Sadly, already in Garledge Citadel to scout the camp. Otherwise, I would. I don't know. The ability, no, not the ability to track girls. So that's a trap. She hated twins.
I want to get to know you better now. I'm gonna have to get going now.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, I've got to...
Oh, so you can ask me how comfortable I feel about farting in front of you, but I make one wrong move and you're like, you're literally wasting my time. We gotta get it up to intimacy 3 at least. Date. Did a shout. Thank you for doing that. Alright, let us look. We're 656. The paladin is gone. Didn't even answer me. Classy. If I'm 47, that means I can spring water. That just occurred to me. Holy crap, I can spring water now. Holy crap, I can spring water now, bro. Oh my god. That is so good. That is so good. It just occurred to me I can spring water. I will be in. I will be unstoppable. We're gonna be gaming. We're gonna be gaming, chat, as soon as the tank reveals themselves. Dude, she shot you down? No blushy crushy time? She gave me a mind-laid question. The game can't hit me with that and then expect the invisible infatuation bar that all ladies have in the background, the hidden infatuation bar, get sunk to basement level because I picked the least worst option. At least I know where the dating spot is. Yes, date here. Yes.
Are you keeping up with your blacksmith?
Yes. Of course I'm keeping up. Safe option.
You're great, Mice.
yeah, I am. Kinda.
Tell me about your childhood.
Back in the day, you save before you went on dates and reset when you fuck up. Yeah, those days are over. I unfortunately have not found a way to save state IRL, so this is the closest thing that I can to, you know. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Why don't we wait until we know each other better? I don't know what she asked me.
Why
she
not?
fucking hated that.
You want to do anything?
Yes, I want to do lots of stuff with you. Let's play a game. Safe option.
Let's
Ladies
do
love
something
games.
outdoors.
No, she hates
I
games.
hate being indoors on such a great day.
Did I ruin it already?
I'm gonna have to get going.
No, come on.
Oh my god!
Come on, dude. Come on. I just want to raise her intimacy level, please.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's look for. I'm getting beaten down, chat. The paladin is back, level 50. I wish there was a way to remove people from like the searchable party list. There's not even like there's not even warriors. It's literally just white mages, thieves, beastmasters. Is there anybody in my? I don't know. Maybe the dragoon would be willing to willing to tank. I mean, anything's possible if there's slash war. Although they're probably thinking that they're gonna play the game normally, dude. No, not Sedina. Sedina has been sufficiently dated enough. Date. I remember back in the olden times, in the long ago, when you would have Game Shark and you would like put in the disc of the Game Shark and that would like force dev mode into your video game, and it was like completely random what sort of stuff it would let you do. It's kind of interesting to me how they got all that to work. I also had a Game Shark for my Game Boy, and I felt like such a thug, such a bad boy for lodging that thing in my Game Boy. Then tomorrow we can.
You're so easy.
Oh, thank God. Yes.
Are you hiding something from me?
I don't know. I don't like this line of questioning. Can we not? I don't know what to say. Of course not. I have nothing to hide. Hey, how'd you find out? Of course not. I have nothing to hide.
You sound like you're lying. If we arm wrestled, do you think you could beat me?
There's no way that you'd beat me. I don't know. I'm probably weaker than you. She would not like B.
You're just what I've been looking
Why to
for.
Grapple is basically like a Githyanki from Baldur's Gate 3. She respects. She's the top that. She's the top that's like a hidden sub.
Guys have been hanging around me a lot recently. Do they think I'm pretty?
I don't know. Do fish swim? Do birds fly? Is peppermint mocha the best, objectively the best type of creamer? Of course. You are pretty.
Mixed feelings about this.
What do you mean?
Are you comfortable floating an air biscuit in front
Here
of
it
me?
is. Here it is, dude. Sure, want to see the blue flame?
Red.
Ah, she loved it.
I wonder if it would burn your butt.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Are you keeping up with your blacksmith training?
You have asked me this many times. Of course, I'm keeping up.
You're great, mice.
So true.
Do you want to ask me
Good old
something?
air biscuit question on dates just like real life. Yeah, I'm surprised that that's not flooded more. No pun intended. What's your favorite food?
Nothing sweet. Just
Still
give me
that paladin
spicy.
not replaying? The paladin is being weird. I asked them before I made the party, do they want to party if I make one? They answered no thanks. I said why? Because they had nothing in search comm telling me why not. They said I'm getting a telly, no other info. I asked 5 minutes ago, hey, I made a party, we're ready to go, want in? No reply. She's dropped from whatever party she was in. She dropped out of Look for Party and went and reappeared. I don't know. She just doesn't want to play the video game. I don't know. Maybe she just is being tsundere. It's entirely possible. Maybe this samurai is willing to tank. 44 warrior, 48 dark knight, 48 Sam, looking for party, level sync 40. Area any, sub job any. I'm gonna ask him. Hi, the only tank is hi, level sync 46 to 47. Party, do you need it? Garland Citadel, basement, position. The only tank is being weird. So you'd be asked to tank if up to it. I recognize this person's name, and that's alarming to me. That typically is not a good sign. Although I may be misremembering this person's name. In their search comment, they didn't say that they weren't willing to tank. So, at worst, I expect a passive-aggressive comment. And then we'll be able to go from there. What if I come worn in, then? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they'd be Warrior 44 and we'd level sync down to about 44. But if they're willing to change jobs, that's fine. 44 is too low to be able to reasonably chew through stuff at this camp. See all. Thank you for being willing. Hello. Alright, let's see if they accept the invite. Let's finish this date.
I love the freedom of the high seas. It's not a selfish thing. Do you hate independent women?
Yes, I do. I do not respond to this. You shouldn't be wandering around.
Stop
Mushy
it.
crushy. Mushy crushy.
What do you usually do when you're bored?
Play a Horizon 11 private server based off of classic era level 75. Sorry, era plus. Pushes up glasses via the bridge. I breathe. She doesn't seem like the bookish type, so she might think that B is cute, but I've been wrong before. Okay, I do not, in fact, remember this person's name correctly. So they seem like a well-adjusted individual. A. I like reading books.
Oh, come on, cut the crap.
She doesn't like books. Doesn't respect
I wonder
books.
what's gonna happen to us.
Oh, I can think of a few things. I'll be with you.
We're thinking the same things. How cool.
Yes, we are cool. Yep, downstairs. So true, bestie. Ayaya.
It was really fun.
Yes.
Ask me out again.
Yes.
Oh my god! Wow! Congratulations!
We did it. Successful date achieved. Alright, we're gonna save this because allegedly the warrior's gonna be out here soon. Okay, be right there. So they're saying. Should be fine. Alright, music back on. Hello, welcome. All 21, we're full up now. 45 is around where, like, it's like the absolute minimum that you want to be in attempting this camp. Just for survivability reasons. So it's likely that we're going to be at 46. I'm just going to pray that the warrior gets a level sooner than later. So he doesn't get hit quite as hard as I know he's going to by virtue of being a Tarotaro. But he is ninjaing. So there is that. Oh, you're still looking at the screen. There we are. So now we need to plat skill chains. Skill chain. Let's do 46 because we know that that's going to be our minimum. 46, exclude relic, mythic, aeonic, Empyrean weapon skills. Summoner, for me, because I also want to be part of the soup that is the skill chain feast that we're going to be creating. Dragoon, reasonable to assume that that's going to be fucking spear, polearm. Because we're at a high enough level where level 2 skill chains are pretty easy to get or achieve, we're going to limit results to level 2 skill chains or higher. I'm going to post this website and chat. This skill chain calculator saves my life each and every day. I'm also going to do Horizon and chat, which shows you all of my add-ons in case you were ever curious, including what things I flipped on in the launcher, if not in that list at the top. But this skill chain calculator is 95% of the reason why I can even function near possible weapon skills. That's Anon. Because I forgot that I was getting like just blind invites as a summoner because people were wanting me for burns. I don't have anything against burns. I just not a fan. Just not a fan of them. Oh, I think they're too easy. I think they take away from the part of the game that's most interesting to me, which is bonding together through mutual suffering with a group of like-minded misfits of all different flavors and backgrounds. The thief is something that we're going to want to end skill chains on if we can help it. Thief. Skill chains must be closed by player 3. And let's see what it does. Crescent Fang, Viper Bite makes sense to me. So that's probably what we'll do. Double thrust into Viper Bite is also a thing, if I'm not able to do it easily. If wanting to SE would be real good with our thief. Double thrust Viper Bite or Crescent Fang. Viper Bite will work. Alrighty, I'm gonna use the little Stoics room. I will be right back, chat. Don't go nowheres. Okay, we're back. I don't think we need this anymore. I also don't know, because I'm gonna have... Don't mind what happened in my model. Apparently touching my own face is something I didn't like. Me having access to spring water... Well, no, I think I get spring water at 47. Is that the case? Horizon Summoner? Is it 47? I'm gonna hate myself if it's 47. I was gonna say if I'm 47, it is 47. I'm gonna need 47 in order to get spring water. I was gonna say bouncing between that and either Rolling Thunder or Crimson Howl is gonna be difficult. Crimson Howl will definitely reduce the amount of overhead that I would need, because basically every minute that Crimson Howl is available, or sorry, every minute that Rolling Thunder is available, it needs to be used again. So it's like a once per fight type thing, and that basically takes up any opportunity that I would have to do literally anything else once per minute with that Blood Pact ward spell slot, for lack of a better way of saying it. So it might be more economical in terms of my time investment to just do Crimson Howl and assume that it's doing something on par or more when I get to 47. Earthen Ward is cute. Ecliptic Howl, I forget what that does. Summoner. What the dog doing? Ecliptic Howl. It increases stats based off of the moon phase. What's the moon phase? It is almost full moon. Full moon is strength, dexterity, vitality. What do we have as far as our members go? It might be cute to do this, but I don't know if just flat attack power. Flat attack power is probably better than whatever random mix of attributes that might get boosted by Ecliptic Howl. If I'm a gamer, I can mix all three in. Assuming that's like 3 minutes. 3 minutes for Ecliptic Howl, I'm not sure. Well, we have a thief. They're going to be ninjing. We have a warrior. They're going to be ninjing. The Beastmaster is also going to be attacking twice. So considering that we have 3 dual wielders, I would be a fool if I didn't Rolling Thunder. Because every single time that they hit with both weapons is proccing twice. And that's a huge amount of free damage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but beetles are also... No, beetles are not. I was coping. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that beetles are... No, it's the funnel bats I'm thinking of that are weaker to lightning, even though the damage numbers are so small, it virtually doesn't matter. You get a party going finally? Yeah, I just had to track down the one individual that was willing to change jobs in order to play the video game. I did explain to my party in the making that I did try to get an actual quote unquote tank, but that they were just being weird. That they were just being strange when I was suggesting to them, hey, do you want a party? Because there was nothing in their search comment that said, don't waste my time if you don't have a red mage or a bard. They said, no thanks. I replied with, just curious why. They said, because I'm getting a telly, no other information. And then I'm set up now, so I'm just making the reasonable assumption based off of just filling in knowledge gaps. Well, there is no information, you know, the human brain typically generates some or tries to like fill in the blanks. And assumed that they were not wanting to party because the party was not already waiting for them, and they just didn't respond to me. And they've dropped out of looking for party and back into looking for party at least 3 times since that weird conversation happened. I should probably swap out of my cooking clothes. Sears Tunic, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna be very happy when I get my save situation set up at 51. I'm using Lewis Cast, which is going to keep out the stave that is matching the summon that I have out. The game, one of the many things that the game does not tell you is that as a summoner, when you have a elemental stave out that matches the element of whatever the summon is that you have out, that it shaves off at least 2 per MP cost per tick from just having them out and doing their thing. You want me to do tanky boy? Yes, please. Okay, so the thief is right under me, which is great. Phrasing. The game also doesn't tell you that if you have a staff out, an elemental staff out that is opposite of whatever the summon is that you have out, that it actually makes that summon more expensive, which is funny and on brand. Does it seem like the music is quiet? I feel like it could stand to be louder. Some of these tracks are just naturally quieter or louder than others. We'll bump it up a few ticks. And then if it gets too loud, please tell me. I can never get to. I can never settle on whether I want it to be like what percentage volume I want my Spotify thing to be. So kind of just have to I just have to guess. Yeah, you can have that. That's fine. You can have some of that. Go get him. Go get him. It's our time. This is our time now. For some reason, I didn't imagine Buttsack was a female elven. Most of the time when they have names like female Buttsack... Am I gonna die already? That was real good use of the war cry. Typically, like, I'm not saying that this is the case always, but typically people who name themselves like Big Fart Bucket and stuff like that, or like Mithra, or Taru, or Galka. Actually, that's not true. There's weird names across everywhere. We've already dirtied the XP here. I really should just... Let me... I'm just gonna eat a mushroom stew. And let the rest go with God. Beetles are not the easiest thing to kill on the whole planet and the whole Vanadil. But they're... I would like to poison nails. And then he'll be able to... Oh, shit. And then he'll be able to do the thing. Never mind. He doesn't want to. He's shy. Oh, ads are apparently starting right now. I'll see you guys in about 2 minutes on average. You can avoid ads in their entirety by subbing, which is free with Amazon Prime. Otherwise, they'll see you in 2 minutes. It's not like you're going to be missing anything right now. We're just waiting on this to die. We'll activate video game BPM mode once we get into the actual dirty business. Dude, getting hit for like one third my life pool. I would like to be saved. I was gonna make it so that he could combo off of that. But we're gonna be in the honeymoon period for at least 10 to 15 minutes while the whole party kind of works out what their personal expectations are for how the party is gonna go. As has been the case for the party before this, and the party before that, and the party afterward. For aeons, for thousands of years, it's gonna be like this. I'm sure in about 1,000 years they're gonna be able to come out with the Wings of the Goddess expansion. All they have to do is reverse engineer the whole system. How long could it possibly take, Daniel? $10? Woo! Alright, that was all for today. Thanks, you guys. A lot on whatever you like. And then / sarcasm. Oh.
Hey, that's pretty good.
We do have a source of erase, which is going to be wonderful. That is for sure. Oh, I don't know. Do we do cute stuff? We can do cute stuff. We can do some Titan. That Titusy. What is it doing? What does that Titusy do? Why did he warp? Maybe he's just doing it. The Dragoon has left. The Dragoon randomly left. Everything okay? It was a joke. The Dragoon just equipped a Warp Cudgel and then warped out after I made the joke that was it. That was the party. Give me a minute. People are deaf weird today. Why would he do that? This has to be the most insane joke of all time. Hello? He's not answering. Truly bizarre. I guess I'm getting a rep for him. You said a fam emergency. All right. What the fuck? What is... I have an emergency ball washing session. I gotta go, guys. Very sorry about that. My balls aren't gonna wash themselves. 45 to 50... I don't know. 53 inv. The paladin is still seeking, by the way. This is fine. Hello. Level sync. Let's try to get a ninja. Let's try to get something else. That's definitely a weird situation, though, for sure. Hello, level sync 46. Party, do you need it? Position Garlic Citadel. Basement. Yep, asking them. Good eye. What happened? He said family emergency, sorry, had to leave. So he brought aggro to us, we killed it, and then I joked that was it for the party because I leveled up from that one monster. And then he warp cudgeled out and then was like, I got a family emergency. Ooh, we got an okay from that.
Rar, X3, what's this? A wall?
Singing Balls is emergency though, if you ever smelled that. I have. On more than one occasion. Hello. Alrighty. You can pull bats if wanted. I will be good. Honestly, we could handle even beetles at 46. That's okay. I just want to make sure that we're moving, that we're doing something. It's very easy for people to give into the intrusive thoughts. In situations like this, the Call to Void screams out to them, hey, I could be doing literally anything else right now, so I need to distract them with blood. If blood isn't spattering their faces with awful and gore within about 2 seconds. Okay, how about that? How about we let's get it Brahma out so we can start doing some things. This thief is building up TP extremely rapidly, so we need to be cognizant of that. Get some Rolling Thunder, baby. And then we'll get Carby out because he can poison nails. Poison nails. Viper bite works. There we are. Okay, then do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. Yes.
Have you ever had a dream that you had?
Yes.
You
thought you were serious? Apparently not. He thought he has his balls were stinky. He had to go wash them. I get it.
You so much you could do anything.
That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage I just took just then. It's a lot of damage that this Beastmaster is taking. Let's activate video game BPM mode. I feel like we're gonna need it. It's gonna be like 90% Undertale, so brace for that. And as soon as we can, we're gonna get... Actually, you might be able to leave Carby out. Because we have Carbuncle gloves. Courtesy of Cyber Gem, who's a wonderful human being that I'm thankful for every day. If Carbuncle myths, so we can cost effectively keep Carby out to pretend as if it's 0.5 of a party member. Go get him. Go get him, do it. Very good. It's all according to Keikaku. Maybe I don't keep Harvey out, though. A lot of these spells are very expensive. It's occurring to me. We'll summon for it, do a Crimson Hell, then we'll be the summoner that we see always. No fun allowed. Once I have the elemental stays out, I'll be able to more easily and cheaply afford fucking whatever it was that I was thinking about just then. You fill in the blanks. I evidently cannot be fucked. How about we help out the baby? Alright, we could probably get away with the TP that this thief is building is incredibly efficient. Although maybe it's a waste. It is a waste. The party seems strong though. We're chewing through stuff faster than I expected given that we're at 5. So I'm thankful for. We're gonna want to keep the 2 flavors of action that we're gonna want to be pumping into our allies. Phrasing, I know what I said. Is Crimson Hell for improved attack power and Rolling Thunder. We can pretty reliably bounce between those 2 and handle healing in between, I think. It seems safe. And we have about 10 Yag drinks that we can throw into the mix when needed. I don't know why I have Lightning Strike on here when the chances of me using it is actually very small. I'll get him. That's a good balance. I could see Crimson Hell with the attack boost and Rolling Thunder being very strong. It would be also nice to do cute things like aerial armor and stone skin and stuff like that, but I just don't know, man. I just don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze on those. Like maybe it's like a combat conversation starter. You know, basically like Earthen Ward and aerial armor is a lot like the hors d'oeuvres of the restaurant universe. Like you're not constantly feeding appetizers to your patrons, right? You do it at first, and then maybe you have that one guy that's like in addition to this plate that is $40 and has like asparagus that's been overcooked with like a little bit of like fancy leafing and drizzle on it. I want like a bloomin' onion, like a fried onion. Could you do that for me? There's such a thing as too much bloomin' onion, and that's what Earthen Armor is. I also have Divine Seal. Nope. Congratulations. I do not have Divine Seal. Samurai is entered. We love that for us. Anyone have a stack of Shihai I could buy? Find Shi. Do I have it? I have 131 in my satchel. Yep. $2K is fine. I think that they're like 3K, but this person is also somebody that's keeping me alive. Sure. They're fine. I think 3K or something. 8,000? I guess. Pretty. I mean, that was nice of her. She didn't have to do that. I make mushroom stew for a living. I can afford Shihai. She definitely overpaid me. I'm assuming because she was like, you're helping me out. Giving me something that I badly need in my moment of need. That's a Sigma grind set. Sat for 20 minutes as a paladin, no party, terrible. Gonna play something else for a bit. 20 minutes as a paladin is very strange. For sure. We are a Taro party. Hopefully that means that we're not going to do too terrible.
Oh, man.
You get it?
Excuse me, bitch.
Taruble, like because they're tartars. Hence the namesake.
Oh, brother, this
No,
guy
you stink.
stinks.
Can I pour one out for the guy that went 20 minutes as a paladin without a party? That is very strange, though. Typically, like, you get asked to party, even like just not seeking, like just for waking up in the morning and getting out of bed. What the hell was that? Did you see what he just did? There's no way that this thief doesn't have like at least 90% accuracy with how much TP they're generating. I need to get quicker on the draw of getting my dudes out. And we're getting there. This is a pretty good pace. Still got about a minute to go on our Crimson Hell. The secret sauce is the Rolling Thunder Crimson Hell. Between me getting Carbuncle out to Poison Nail set the Thief can sat a Viper Bite and keeping the melee attack rate of the whole squad boosted and empowering them all within Thunder every minute is about the most that my MP can handle, and it's a good rotation for me, it seems. Who volunteered to be a real human stand-in? There's no details. There's no, also hi Jim, there's no explanation of what the real stream theme challenge in your local redeem section is actually going to be. All that you know, all that I know, is that I'm going to be showing you a bunch of body parts that neither of us have seen before. That's the only clue that you're getting. And then immediately dumps 2,000 into it. I respect it. And do NP Viper. Yep, absolutely. And do NP Viper, whichever is preferred. If they want to do that, okay, so they do want to do Tachi NP Viper, which I'm perfectly content with. I don't need to be the guy that does the attack. I can actually magic burst off of them. I'm totally content doing that. That also frees me up mentally. My mental bandwidth is now more available to do cheeky things. Which I have to figure out what those cheeky things are. We're just gonna get up to full. Skill chain. Why did I close out the skill chain? I don't know, you tell me. It seemed foolish to me. Sorry, I'm shitty. I'm new to the game. Nope, I didn't even notice you making any mistakes at all. You're healing when people are hurt and you're keeping buffs up. You're doing fine. Let's get some Crimson Howling in place, and then we can figure out skill chains that we could possibly do with them. Or at the very least, magic bursting. Keep the little baby alive. What level sync is the party? 46. The tank is 44, but that's because the only other paladin was not wanting to play the game. So this warrior slash nin was kind enough to want to change. Maybe not want, but they were willing to change so that the other 4 of us could play the video game. The other 4 or 5 of us. 46 summoner, samurai, 3 thief, 46 spood, all the other fancy weapon skills. And we'll just do this. All right, healing in between, and then we got to get Rolling Thunder out next. The White Mage was concerned that because they were new, they weren't sure if they were doing good or not. They actually are doing good. The most difficult part about being a White Mage or like any other main healer is the sentiment that if you don't do things, people die, which is true. Beetle egg. Gonna throw summon on it. Axe kick, please. Just get some kind of hate on it, please. I would like the beetle to have hate now, if at all possible. Okay, we need to be gamers. I'm gonna sleep gut. I doubt this is gonna work because I think sleep gut is dark skill. It did not work. People are dying. I need to level sync off. Very unlucky. All I can do is hope that Shiva is gonna get hate. Okay, good. Shiva has hate now. Vile Elixir +1 me. Just gotta be gamers. Just pretend as if... No! No! Stop getting hate, dude! Stop getting hate, please. Okay, I just have to be a gamer. That's all. Maybe. Am I gonna die? Okay. There we go. The sheepkin sheep song. Apparently it didn't occur to them. May want to run. Remind yourself by a Vile Elixir. Vile Elixir +1. I think that the warrior provoking there was what did us in. His instinct to provoke the ad was noble, but it also meant that he wasn't able to pull hate off. Because no amount of Shiva and axe kicking is going to be able to pull hate. Unless they axe kick like 3 times back to back. Buttsack is dead. Just run. Do you have re-raise on butt? Otherwise, I'm gonna run back out. If they don't have re-raise, then there's no point in us sitting here. Unless we can get a raise in zone, which is unlikely, but possible. No, I never had time to put up. That also is not true, but I understand. I get it. Forward you to me, baby. Need raises? We're just gonna head back. It's okay. I didn't notice your statement until just then. If you were offering to come out and raise, you're good. Happens. I also there was lots of things that everybody could do. In that situation, it's easy to just go with your gut feeling to do whatever the next neuron to fire in your brain is going to tell you to do. My instinct is to throw the summon onto the link. Did somebody leave? Why are people such babies, dude? What are you expecting, not to die? Who left? Pretty kitty? They 100% all that for. They 100%. I guess this is my time to have this kind of party. Chat, there's no way around it. They all that forward. I thought summoner don't generate hate with certain stuff. No, it's because I was healing is the thing. That's what was pissing off the beetle. If nobody else touched the beetle, then the summon would have eventually got hate. Critty. There's a 90% chance they raged. You'll crit. Or they forced DC so that they wouldn't die, which is more plausible. I didn't give them the benefit of the doubt. Welcome back. So it would have been fine if I had thrown the summon onto the beetle. Like, it would have bought us enough time to make the difference. The warrior with good intentions provoked the beetle. Okay, I'm not blaming him for that. I would also be inclined to do the same thing if I was tanking, which put him on the hate list. Then the white mage was healing him because he's a tank and he's getting hit, which put him on their hate list. And so it basically became like this rapid propagation situation where everybody became on the list, and then it was just like literally anything that the white mage was doing to help the others was causing the beetle to get pissed off at them. Didn't want to die, so that the pet was a good call. Makes sense. Didn't realize he evoked. I think that he did. If he didn't, I could be wrong. But he definitely got hate somehow. Like, he was getting hit twice, so I imagine that he provoked. Sleep God from the Shiva was my next thing. So what I did was that I told Shiva to stop attacking the beetle and to start attacking the bat again, and then told her to sleep Ga, even though I figured that it wouldn't work because sleep Ga, or sleep in general, is a dark element based sleep, and beetles are dark element, if I remember correctly. So the chances of it getting resisted, either completely or for the most part, was very high. Evil suggesting the sheep song was probably the best way to handle that, because that sheep song is a light-based sleep, so it would have worked. Thankfully, Garland Citadel isn't that far. Once we get moving, now that we have all 6 party members, we'll be fine. The samurai is taking lead. Who am I to say no? For sure, in an extra mob ad situation, have the beast use lullaby from the sheep pet. I just, every time that somebody mentions any kind of blue mage spell, sheep song included, I get sad. because I don't have because I don't have access to Sheep Song. Assuming that they don't absolutely massacre my boy, I could very easily see us, and by us I mean me, doing like a Blue Mage streamathon. I live and breathe Blue Mage chat. It's all I wanted to play on Eden from the moment that I had access to it. The major difference on top of that is now I have completed all of Chains of Prometheia, so I have access to all the weird alien monsters that are in C that I get a bunch of special moves from. There's literally nothing stopping me from collecting everything in the game. And we can even run Gamba. We can even run Gamba, like predictions, like how long do you think it's going to take Stoic to get the spell? And you can invest points into it, and based off of, you know, whether you win or lose, you either lose the points or you get back double your points, which then you can invest in funny sound bites or whatever the stream challenge is that we'll have by that point, like stream challenge number 8,000. Makes sense to me. I'm just gonna say it makes sense to me because I'm not involved in the actual production of damage. I do need to make sure I know what skill chain they're making though. Tachi NP Viper Bite. That's an easy one. I just have Sheep out to Magic Burst and feel like a cool guy. Artax was kind enough to do tank. It's a tank desert out there. And in the ad situation, attack bats first over beetles. Bats are dark based, beetles are not. I thought beetles were. Beetles aren't dark based? What are they then? Water? I always thought they were dark. Try to sleep bats if you don't have light base. Lullaby is light base, so the order shouldn't matter, but in the future if you don't. You might be, I might be completely misremembering. I thought that beetles were dark. If they're not, that's good intel. I need to remember that. I'll just spam Sheep Song. I'll just spam Sheep Song auto translate in chat and then pray that the Beastmaster is paying active attention. It seems like the best thing.
Have you ever had a dream sticking out your gyat for the rizzler? You're so skibidi. You're so phantom tax. I just wanna be your Sigma.
I've made a lot of money with mushrooms too recently, so I don't mind burning an extra one since we haven't really started partying yet. We've just kind of like fucked around. At first, like, I don't know, how long have we been actually killing things? 20 minutes? The first hour to an hour and 50 minutes was just waiting for somebody to appear that wants to play a video game and wasn't like washing their balls. And then 10 minutes was spent finding replacements for people that had emergency ball washing sessions. Sometimes parties are just going to be like this. I was overdue for one. So if anything, this is helping me. If we're gonna put a stoic spin on it, it would be insane for me to get upset at the possibility of this thing happening to me or my party. Because if it wasn't happening to my party, it would be happening to another one. There's nothing in this situation that tells me it is frustrating. All right, everyone is here, it looks like, right? Syncing. We'll do the Q thing. Earthen Ward. And then if I'm feeling extra cute, I'll throw out a aerial armor after that. Feeling cute, might Titan later. Do you think that in Titan's design they took it from Warhammer 40k? Isn't there like the orcs or whatever that have like the big hair bonnets? They have like that. I'm gonna You absolutely send somebody to space that's a Warhammer 40k fan. A Warhammer or Warhammer fan in general. Except isn't it like a parasite? Because they don't grow hair naturally, so they get creatures that are basically like a giant fluffy tail, but they're like parasitic leeches at the end of it. But like orcs want to look cool, so, or what they think is cool, so they attach it to their heads. You're good. Was a kooky situation. Henry Cavill won't like the stream. Yeah, I can imagine. Job, Paladin, Family Beetle, Crystal Earth. Oh, so they... Okay. Now that tracks. For some reason, I was convinced that they were dark. Not that it matters, because it didn't sleep anyway, but... I'll have to get Rama out next time to apply the Rolling Thunder with at post haste. So while I'm thinking about it, I did add to the official schedule Barotrauma. I don't know why I said it like that. On Thursdays for about a week, and then I took it off of the official schedule. And the reason why I did that, for whom it concerns, is because on Friday, I had started to lose my voice. And because I need to give you constant dopamine, it's why I'm here. It's why I was put on this earth, by speaking constantly about mostly random bullshit. I was like, I don't know if I can do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even though I'm gonna have to. If or when I get this thing going part-time, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to talk consistently for like 4 or 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it's better that I get used to it now for however long it takes, just so I'm prepped and ready to go. That I've trained my vocal cords to be able to just like deal with it 5 head. But we're still going to be doing Barotrauma tomorrow. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. My friend group, including the wonderful Felicity Ryan, are extremely on board with it. Everyone's eager to play Barotrauma. And it happens to do well on the channel. So it's a win-win. I have fun. My friend group has fun. You guys are pocking out 24/7. Or I should say like 327 for like the 3 to 4 hours that that I'm streaming on the platform. Look at all these special effects, man. God, I'm so good. God. And there's a possibility that it's going to be indefinite Barotrauma. So the only thing that's going to stop Barotrauma from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard happening every Thursday is me risking blowing out my voice, and 2, people in the friend group being like, I think that I'm perfectly fine just doing a big Barotrauma session once every Saturday. Like oversaturation, like avoiding risking oversaturating my group with too much Barotrauma. But 6 people signed up when I did the general roll call for who was interested in my various Discords. 6 people chimed up, and 6 people, 7 including myself, is a big group. So I'm just going to make it a point to mention if Barotrauma is happening each week. And then I guess I'll just rip off the Band-Aid if it seems like we're just going to be doing it indefinitely and put it back on the official scheduling. Saturdays are baked in, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. That was a lot of damage that he just took. Holy crap. Alright, we need to reapply. If the monster is around 50% or even 40% health, we'll keep applying Rolling Thunder. It's going to make a huge difference. The samurai is also having great accuracy. So he's, at some point, I'm sure he's going to start realizing that he can just run laps around the thief in terms of TP and just start gratuitously using Tachi NP or whatever it is that samurais use. I think samurais don't stop using Tachi NP until they get access to what? Gecko? Or something else I'm not remembering, although I think I've only ever seen Gecko and and Tachi NP used, really. When I was playing Ninja, I used all my weapon skills, and they seemed all roughly on par with each other. Maybe that's not the case with Samurai. I don't know. I've never been a Samurai head. I've never been a Samurai stan. 420 MP, let's go. 6 people signed up. What? I don't know what you mean. But just in case, yes, we did sign up. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna keep it for it out. Just gonna keep him out. Keeping him out. Attack down really sucks. Yeah, I wonder how I'm gonna balance this out. Because the Crimson Hell doesn't erase attack down, even though you think that it would. The AoE attack up from Ifrit may be helping, but I'm not sure how much or even how it calculates both attack down and attack and Warcry at the same time. Oh boy. And then in about 15 seconds, we'll get Rolling Thunder out there. For Barotrauma? Yes. Yes. I misunderstood the term sick. I thought you meant like physically ill, and I'm like, I promise you I'm not conscripting sick people to play the group video game. By far the biggest group is going to be on Sundays. More people signed up for the Thursday game than I expected because some of the people in my friend group live on the complete opposite end of the world. So like they exist in a time zone that is like 6 hours ahead of mine. I feel like one of them, or at least 2 of them, signed up for a meme because if they're legitimately meaning to play tomorrow, that means that they're staying up until like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning to play the video game. And Barotrauma is good, but I don't know if it's like if it's like degeneration good. Maybe it is. Maybe it's foolish for me to say that out loud. All right, we're gonna be a cool guy, and we're going to Magic Burst. We're gonna Magic Burst with Shiva. Even though we're well past the point of number 2 spells, don't read into that phrasing. Doing a whole lot. It's gonna do a good amount, but it's honestly just for style points, but we'll see anyway. Go get him, Shiva. Go get him. All right, do the thing. Do the thing. Go, go, go. Tachi NP. Let's go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go. 615 Viper Bite. Damn, that was like 1,000 damage, dude. That's a pretty good amount of damage. That's a pretty good amount of damage. 245. My fucking voice is broken. What's happening? Oh, man. I mean, yes, technically, because I'm chronically ill, or as I like to say, my illness is chronic, but my ass is iconic, so true. I've never heard that before, but I respect you even more than I did before. Felicity, you're a national treasure. A veritable Greek goddess of our times. If anything were to happen to you, I would destroy everything around me and then myself. Why the fuck are people... I'm gonna go change. Stop changing. Stop changing. The party is fine. Stop leaving. Stop leaving. Stop leaving. Stop leaving the party. We're fighting. We're here. We're killing stuff. Like, we're talking about, like, maybe Berserk is going to make you do, like, 5 more damage points every 10 minutes more than if you just live in perpetual attack down land. Stop leaving. Stop leaving. Stop going places. Stop, like... It's fine. Everything is fine. It's not a big deal. It's just a video game. It's ones and zeros. It's pixels on the screen. It can't hurt you unless you invite the hurt to you. It's all fine. But stop leaving the party. Stop it. to stay in your circumference, the hemisphere that's close enough to the creature to bash its skull in with the flat part of your samurai sword like Rurouni Kenshin. Can you just do that? It's the only game. How's the party going? I see you got the tank. Yeah, we did. We made it work. The party is interesting. It's definitely been one of those parties that I would have preferred not to experience. Not because anyone in it is being abrasive or rude. Everyone's been wonderful as far as like their personality is concerned. It's just been kind of like a carnival of circumstances. So the very first thing that we dealt with caused me to level up, and then I jokingly said, thank you for coming out, a lot on whatever you want. And then I typed open parentheses /S for sarcasm, close parentheses. And then one of the guys straight up warped out, told me that he had a family emergency. So he got aggro on himself, brought it to the party, we killed it, and then he left immediately afterward. And then we grabbed a link, so like an extra monster joined the party that we did not intend, and a number of errors of no particular fault on anyone's was committed. And most of us died, and we made it back. And the samurai that we had invited, it was displeased at being attacked down by the tunnel bats, or the funnel bats, whatever the fuck they're called, which is understandable. But then he proceeded to just warp out so he could change his sub job, which makes sense in a vacuum. However, the amount of damage that he's going to be getting back from using Berserk is going to be about equal, if not less than, the amount of damage that he could be contributing to the party literally right now, if he was here physically in real time. It's basically like bringing a party into a dark room, and there's nothing but rakes all over the ground. And so the people involved do not have the intention of stepping on rakes. And yet it seems to be literally all that they're able to do, or all that they're doing every 2 seconds. Including myself. I am also stepping on rakes. Seems like a lot of Lego stepping and shenanigans. Exactly. Either Legos or rakes. Maybe I just carbuncle. Because the thief has TP. Wow, look at the damage. Some parties are going to be like this. Despite your best efforts, sometimes Prometheus wakes up and chooses violence for all of his creatures. Other times, everybody is gonna be on top of the secret sauce, The damage dealers are going to be damage dealing. Everyone is kind of like existing in a state of relative comfort and silence, just pressing the buttons in the order in which they were received to make the damage numbers flow. This is not that party. But expecting everything to go, you know, everything coming up Millhouse all the time is unreasonable. We're ruthless adapters here on this channel. If you're new and you've liked whatever the hell this has been for the last 2.5 hours, make sure that you hit that follow button. It's completely free to you, but has a huge impact on the channel and how well it does. Plus, it puts a very tiny, almost imperceptible smile on my face. You really have to zoom in to see it, but it does. It's not been the best experience party ever. My guess is that even with shenanigans, we're gonna be looking at like 5,000 per hour of investment. But that's why we set our goals. That's why we rein in our expectations really hard going into any of these situations. It matters a ton. You feel me? Do you feel me, chat? Do you feel me? I'm right behind you. Do you feel me? All right, now that the whole party is here, I start rolling thundering. Gonna want to get that unlocked as soon as possible. And then we'll Crimson Hell after that. I feel like because the White Mage is new, either they don't realize that they have access to a race or it's been too costly for them. I don't know how much a race is. My brain is trying to tell me that it's something like, I don't know, 17K maybe? I think you have to do a quest for it. If it's a quest, it's pretty, I'm pretty sure it's like 17K. Something like that. Way too much. Look at this guy showing off how rich he is. I'm stating that I'm not saying that I can buy a race literally whenever I want to, or even, let's see, 140. No, sorry, I'm missing a zero. 140 million. Buy it by 17,000. Just because I buy 82 erase scrolls does not mean that I'm does not mean that I'm bragging. Okay. Christ. It would be smarter if I booted up Crimson Hell instead of Rolling Thunder first. But it's pretty muscle memory for me to do this. I guess I should be thankful if I even get the full charge of my ring off. And then we'll be cute. We'll get Shiva out. Left Shiva attack and magic burst. It'll be cute. Touchy MP. Touchy MP. Touchy MP. No? Touchy MP, but no weapon skill. That's fine. You Humes are all the same. You can buy race, so true. I should not heal. I'm taking damage. We'll do a little piddly heal. Okay, that looks good. Then we'll get a Frit out to do what I should have done like 15 minutes ago. Big summoner gameplay, I think. I hope so. I didn't know how I felt about summoning in general in the first 20 levels Because you don't really get access to any kind of buffs until around 30. So it's mostly just you doing like little bits of damage to open or close skill chains. And maybe do something cute once in a while, like like a healing ruby for 50 HP. Once you get to 32, it starts kicking off, because then you have access to like your aerial armors and stuff like that. And it also speed runs your summoner skill increases, because when you're AoEing with your summoner blood packs, it gives you a chance to roll for a skill increase on every single instance that the buff is applying. So it is very nice. Possibly as part, unrelated, possibly as part of Spooky October, Spooktober, there is a good chance that I will be acquiring a game called GTFO, which I can only describe as light science fiction, horror, sweaty, cooperative first-person shooter. If you want some idea of what it generally plays like, you can look up Bricky 2 on YouTube. He's done a lot of GTFO recently. So I may be doing it as part of like a mini sponsorship thing. I have not decided yet. I still need to look into it, into what's being suggested to me. I'll take a mini sponsorship over what I've been receiving for the last like 2 months or so, which is just like a string of mobile game companies try to get me to turn my channel into whatever their video game is, like a giant banner for like 2 days. And GTFO is actually something that I've been semi-interested in. So we'll see where it goes. I will keep you updated as I normally do. Ameritrauma is basically like default, like spooky times. Like spooky sub time is always fun. But we could always use a little bit more spooks in our lives, right, chat? Alright, we need to get Chief out so we can pretend to be pro gamers. Be ready for some peak StarCraft 2 Korean esports Major League Gaming gameplay. Does anybody buy any MLG stuff anymore? Is that still a thing? Like, I remember when MLG branded stuff was like considered peak gamer equipment. That and Turtle Beach before their quality standards went to hell. Because they were like, yeah, we can ride on brand recognition just by itself. I feel like he's gonna fucking kill it. No? That's shocking. This should kill it. No? Okay. I still look cool doing it though, dude. Shiva uses period. 250 damage, hell yeah. I think it's still a thing. I imagine that's the sort of thing that you would you would sport like ironically, and then figure out that it's unironically good, and then everything comes full circle. Because you know, time is a flat circle, a la True Detective. All right, next round of Funnel Bass is coming in, so it's time for me to Rumma up. They say Shiva uses her period. I didn't say uses her period. I says uses period. That could mean anything. Don't read into that. It could be anything, Lois. It might even be a boat. We'll take the box. Have a boom arm coming, chat. This means literally nothing to you because I know that you're under the very real impression that what you're seeing depicted on screen is my real visage. That this is truly who I am. Blood, sweat, and oil. But I am getting a boom arm, and I don't know if how I'm gonna position it yet. Like the way that I have my microphone set up right now is that it's basically propped up on a series of cut up noise cancellation foam pads. Because back when I used to live in an apartment complex, or in the last apartment complex that I lived in, congratulations, the walls were so unbelievably thin that the neighbors next door could have a genuine conversation that was not meant to be loud at all, like you're speaking at a comfortable volume, and us being able to hear everything through the wall. So I bought like $200 worth of noise suppression pads or noise cancellation pads that you typically reserve for music studios, and I plastered them all over the wall, and that helped. Should I have been in a position where I needed to do that? Absolutely not. But nevertheless, I had ended up in a situation where I had like 8,000 of these pads, so I cut them up because I was realizing that all the vibration from me tapping on my loud-ass mechanical keyboard, which you can't hear because of the way that I have my stream set up, there's lots of software preventing you from hearing anything other than my quote-unquote dulcet tones. Congratulations. We get spring water now. I'm just gonna keep it 47. I'm gonna keep it 47 if I can help it, and then I'm gonna spring water 24/7. I'm gonna spring water and rolling thunder, and that's about spring water, crimson hell, rolling thunder. I should be able to do that. I should be able to make that work. I have to wait though, otherwise I'm keeping shit out for no reason. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I could only like noise proof so much from my mechanical keyboard traveling its hyper loud clicky keys and the vibrations from said clicky keys traveling up through the microphone and you hearing it. So I cut up a bunch of the pads and I propped them up under my microphone, and that in combination with my background noise cancellation software is making it so that you just hear me. And while I am very proud of that, I would prefer to have the microphone not be literally in front of my face the way that it is right now, which is a very first world problem, but the boom arm is $20. And it's also from Amazon. Hail Mr. Bezos. Hallowed be his name. Long live the king. May he go to space as many times as he wants on the back of his impoverished and overworked workforce. So if I don't like it, then I can just return it for free. I've been listening because I'm grinding, but what the fuck was that? Was that Leviathan? It was. So compared to retail or other private servers, an era plus change, quote unquote, that Horizon 11 has made as a server is swapping around some benefits that some summons have. So it used to be the case that Spring Water, which is the Leviathan ability, would just heal and cancel status effects sometimes, if I remember incorrectly. Now it acts like a refresh, so everyone that it affects gets a blanket 120 MP for free over time, which is real nice for them. I have to invest about 100 into doing Spring Water to begin with, but that's the price of doing business. I still get 20 whole MP out of the exchange, but it's like if there's one other sub healer, it's like I'm creating 140 MP from nothing over time. Which fucks. It fucks real good. I'm not going to be able to get Shiva out in time. No, I am. I missed. I'm underestimating what people are doing. If it even works remotely how I hope that it will, having the boom arm is going to be very convenient. Because it frees up the general space in front of me for yet more random notes that I can put on like stream topics and to-dos than there already is. Like, it just opens up maybe, I don't know, a 4x4 intersection of real estate that just hasn't been there for the last 6 months that we've been streaming. The fuck does sound pretty good. Yes, yes. Good. That's what you get here on Pro Stoic Stream, is just lots of things that fuck. Boss down. The warrior. Rip the warrior. I don't think Whispering Winds is gonna do anything about the attack down, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, I needed... Fuck, I needed spring water before I do anything else. I needed spring water. Suncost Fallacy definitely took priority control over my brain there, because I could have very easily gotten rid of a Frit. But that's kind of like life, isn't it? Whenever you do something that you don't intend to do, but you've already like committed halfway to the action, and so you have this
welcome home
impression based off of nothing. Thank you so much for subscribing, Not Bluey. I greatly appreciate it.
Are yours now. And you
that gives you access to all the emotes, including the very popular Let's Go emote, which I and every other motherfucker that has access to a subscription on my channel spams all the time for good reason, because it's I like it. I like it way more than I probably should. It's one of my favorite emotes that I've seen, although I'm biased, obviously. I'm sure every one of us has done that at least once. Is like you overcommit on an action that you could easily back out of because you intend to do something else. But you also get this weird impression that if you don't commit fully to the action, other people are going to think that you're strange for doing something that you don't intend to do. Is that just me? Far water rust sometimes prevents attack down from sticking. Really? I guess that's true. I should know that, because my It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia bulletin board crazy space charts that I had for myself when I was playing Blue Mage regularly told me all the elements. I'll have to answer this. They asked what the chest keys are for. Opening chests. God, I love the fact that I have spring water, dude. I've been literally waiting 46 levels to get spring water. But the fact that I have access to it means that I no longer have to make... Well, nobody's making me do it. I am the captain of my own ship. But I felt compelled, because I could afford it, to make my own Yugudo drinks. But now I don't have to do that. I could just spring water and save that money for whatever the fuck else I would get. There's not really that much else that I would get for a summoner. The only other thing that I could buy that I feel I really want is an astral earring, which thankfully I'm limited to one of because it's rare, but it's also 800,000, and it feels really dumb to basically spend... What would that even be? I'm gonna try to napkin math here through my calculator. That's literally 32,000 gil per point of MP that I would be getting from the astral earring, which is awful. That's an awful exchange rate. I spent Vermi Cloak, or about $1 million plus on Vermi, on a Vermilion Cloak for the refresh, and about 750,000 on the austere gear, like the heads, every piece except the legs, because the legs just feel like they have to be different for some reason. Blue Mage is my favorite thing in all of Final Fantasy. I agree, which is why it... High key, I understood why, but low key, I was upset that Blue Mage in Final Fantasy 14 was like a weird solo hybrid thing that they felt that they needed to create its own content for, but it was like... I don't know if that's still the case. Somebody that is more familiar with modern day Final Fantasy 14 may tell me that it's changed, but back when Blue Mage came out, Final Fantasy 14, I was fucking hyped. And then they turned it into like a masquerade party themed person that was like restricted to solo content for the most part. It's still the same, I think. Like, that sucks. Like, who? Yoshi P. Yosh dogs. Why dogs? Why would you? Why? I know that you're basically like the only thing that's keeping Square Enix alive right now, but like, why would you allow such a decision come to pass? That really let me down. I was beyond hyped when I heard that they were bringing Blue Mage into Final Fantasy 14, and then you do my boy like that. Blue Mage on here is cursed not to play, but to get level or spells for. So if you're not familiar with Blue Mage on Final Fantasy 11, at least in the classic era, you acquire spells as you would think that you would from monsters. Only certain spells from certain monsters are learnable by you as a Blue Mage. The game rolls a chance for you to learn said specific spell if said monster uses said specific spell once you successfully kill it. So for late game spells where monsters are basically as strong as you are, if not stronger, at like an even match or even a decent challenge, it is very spicy and difficult to not lose yourself to the Call of the Void when you have been killing like those zombie soldiers in Arapago Reefs in the Treasures of Ottergon areas over and over again, barely surviving, just for a possible chance to learn Spinal Cleave, dude. to just fucking sit there and wail away at them and try to break their weapon with like headbutts and other forms of blunt damage so that they then have a chance of using Spinal Cleave, and then you have to successfully kill them after that. They've incorporated the Final Fantasy 14 mechanics of the Blue Job Horizon. You're welcome. Please clap. Yes. Yeah, they're like the Horizon devs are like, we're so inspired by the current implementation of Final Fantasy 14, and we listened to the community that felt that Headbutt was too powerful, so we're limiting Blue Mage to just BC&M content and missions. There's a hard restriction on you being able to party. Well, now I'm used to it from 14, so I'll cry a little less. Yeah. Is it like that on 14? Where you have a chance to learn the spell instead of... I guess that makes sense. That would track. I don't know why they would change it necessarily. We need to be actually doing something. I've been like... I'm going to be honest with you. I've been tuned out for the last 10 minutes thinking about Blue Mage, my beloved. Most Blue Mage spells you can get away with. Not having, I mean. There are some spells that are basically memes. I don't know if there's ever been a situation where you could reasonably expect yourself to think that 1,000 Needles, which has a chance of getting resisted, by the way, for 350 MP is a good investment. You can get job traits through different combinations of equipped spells because you're limited to a certain cap, a certain amount, with some spells costing more in blue points than others, and you having a certain cap and how many you can have. So anything that gives you access to auto refresh points is hyper valuable. Then it's basically just like Headbutt, Death Scissors, Hysteric Barrage, whatever the sexy lizard snake lady version of the move is. Oh, Frenetic Rip. I'm thinking of Frenetic Rip. That's with imps though. Hysteric Barrage is the sexy snake ladies. who constantly are asking you if it's okay or how comfortable you are to blow air biscuits in front of them. There's a guaranteed way to get it on 14, but I'm not sure. Blue Mage is for the memes, lol, and I'm okay with it. I'm gonna have a blue job only party. I don't think that people are gonna have a choice for the first month. Is my personal belief. I think it's not going to be unusual for there to be about 8,000 blue mages in Valkyrie Dunes for the first month, at least, if not month and a half. I also think the population is going to explode in general, up to probably 3,500 consistently, instead of the 2,500 to 2,000, sometimes 1,500, if it's during like North American 9A to 5P hours. I'm perfectly content with that. I've tried to fill every role that I can on Blue Mage. I've even tried to main heal as a Blue Mage once. And while it was okay, it was... and while it was fine, it definitely needs a sub heal in order to function properly. Do I think it was good? Probably not. Do I feel like it was bad? Like I was wasting my party's time by doing it? No. I'll let you decide for yourself if there's some element of cope to that. A damage dealer? Yes. Tank? Absolutely. Big Square Enix doesn't want you to know this. Circa 2002. But there's at least 5 to 6 different blue mage spells that allow you to generate entity. Like at least 3 of them are late stage Chains of Prometheia type spells. One of them is from Treasures of Ottergon, from the Remora, the giant moth monsters that you can deal with and try not to die to on the volcanic island, Halvung or whatever. They're concerning me because they keep like wafting out there. So get him, Shiva. Thank you for TOSing me. Like, granted, you can only do this once every 10 minutes, but nevertheless, it must be said that if you use, I think it was called Enervation, which is like the Remora ability to heal itself and do an erase, that generates like a provoke level worth of hate just using it. When you use the Blue Mage job ability to make a self-target spell apply to everyone within like a 20-meter range. Hang on, my brain is stopping. I need to apply Leviathan. Spring water. When you then apply that to everyone in range, it basically gives you invincible levels of hate. So it's virtually guaranteeing that you don't run out of hate for the entirety of whatever the fight is. Being able to cocoon yourself at will is insane. It's an extra 50% defense just for showing up. When would blue come? If or when it does. So they're working on developing Treasures of Ottergon, the canonical next expansion after Chains of Prometheia. I don't know if it's close. Okay, they did say that they were running into that development on the Treasures of Ottergon expansion is taking longer than expected, which tracks because it's not like Square Enix is going to give them access to the raw data in order to look at their leisure and reverse engineer, like reverse engineer the code. So they're having to do a hybrid approach of coding from scratch based off of incidental data or captures where they send somebody to the retail version to try to understand how systems work through just sheer repeat observation. And then they're trying to implement the Treasures of Autogon expansion based off of that. Gonna need to get going soon. I don't know if you want me to find a rep for you or what. Sick. How is everyone doing on time? Artax has to leave soon. I'm getting there myself. I know this wasn't the most action-packed party. Sometimes they be like that. Still not sleepy? Okay. Any others? I'm hoping at least one other person, because I still don't feel good. I know that it's probably virtually indistinguishable to you. I probably sound exactly the way that I do, if not like a little bit feistier than I would normally on other days. But that's just because I find value in overcoming weaknesses of the body, like the Adeptus Roboticus or whatever they're called from the Warhammer 40k. How much time do you think you've got? Art. I can push it to 30 minutes. We'll see what they say. It's always a good idea, no matter how little or how much party leading experience that you have, that if it gets to around an hour and a half into your party, with the typical runtime of a party being around 2 to 3 hours, make sure that you ask people how much time everyone has. There's a few reasons for this. The first reason is that if you're feeling like it's going to be a good time to stop soon, I can guarantee you there is at least 1 or 2 other people for sure that are feeling exactly the same thing. And you want to avoid a situation where people find reps for themselves, especially without saying anything. So it serves the purpose of getting a general idea of where everyone is good to stop and then committing to it. And then if people are like, well, I could give or take, then you suggest that you can rep yourself and then pass party lead. Because the alternative is, and you could suggest this, is that I want to make sure that if I'm repping somebody, everyone else that's staying can give at least another hour to them when they get here. As it avoids this fucked situation where it's like a replacement carousel where the people that are not repping themselves but have been there way too long feel obligated to stay on behalf of the new people coming in, and the new people coming in have this expectation that they'll get a normal quote-unquote partying experience for like 2 hours. In the absolute worst case scenario, it's going to create a situation where people are constantly repping themselves whenever it seems good. There's going to be at least one person that is going to be completely exhausted at the end of it. It's gonna just create like a perpetual hellscape. Maybe that's too strong of a verbiage, but you get what I mean. I've been in a party where everyone kept replacing themselves and the party kept going. I was hoping it would have ended a long time ago. It never did. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm describing. It's very easy if everyone's just kind of like... Sometimes a party is like that is fine. Probably not healthy for the people involved, but fine. But at some point, the party has to end, and it's just healthier for everyone involved to have some idea of when whatever is happening on screen can stop, so that they can just go and do. Woo! We got 49.
Let me tell you something.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
Like, I'm not suggesting that they should go outside and touch grass, because we're not insane, right? I have standards just like you guys do. I ain't going outside. I'm saying like to go play something else for a bit. Final Fantasy 11 Induced Psychosis doesn't really set in until around the 3-hour mark. So if you can have the party neatly end, unless it's like it's everyone's Saturday, like they're not expecting to, like they really want to level whatever they're on. There's like the next day there isn't really anything that they're expected to do. Then I could see pushing it to like 4 hours, but at the 5-hour mark, I would then suggest to go outside. Maybe just to get like a pizza. You know, when your cursed local pizza parlor delivers to you once and then never again. They claim that their system doesn't allow you to deliver, even though I had an individual with a pizza that I paid my American Uncle Sam dollars for show up delivering me said pizza. I enjoy the area that I live in. We are like a beacon of civilization for everyone around. We live in a town that is like a very small town that tries to self-brand as being like a different town entirely, but is functionally part of a larger town. It just happens to be like 10 to 15 minutes away. But the thing is that the crossroads that I live in or live on is identically named to like 2 other crossroads that are near here, but are very different and lead to basically complete dead zones and cell phone connectivity. So any driver that is coming out here to deliver food has a 33% chance of being able to call for help if they need to, or they just get sent to the wrong part of town, aka the woods. They have a 1 in 3 chance of seeing me hogging out of my gourd that they brought me pizza, and a 2/3 chance of meeting the one guy from Pet Cemetery where he's like, yeah, a lot of trouble down that rod. You don't want to go down that rod. That rod's cursed. Anything that you put in that cemetery ain't going to be the same thing that come out of it. No, sir. The delivery driver's like, do you want your pizza or not, sir? I would like to activate my blood pack ward, please, at your earliest convenience before it dies. Sunk cost fallacy is a hell of a drug. Party's been pretty good. We used our XP charge. There's a fucking fly on my wall. Are you kidding? I don't think so, bud. It's almost wintertime, man. It's time for these things to die. Oh shit, it's coming for me. I'm gonna lose my shit. I almost broke my monitor. Where is it? Show yourself, asshole. I will fucking burn this whole place to the ground. There was a fly that came in here not too long ago, man, that had the ability to bite me, so they're sending soldiers after me now. If this thing is the same thing, I will literally set fires to my home and place of business. I don't give a shit. Full scorched earth, baby. If you're capable of biting me and you make an annoying noise when you're around me, I will first try to end your life as quickly as possible, and then failing that, cause insane collateral damage to secure your demise. War flies, yeah, the flies are subbing war. Because that one fly in here was definitely like a samurai subbing war. It was like full on berserking. I'm gonna be in prime position to spring water soon. Are those botflies where they are that lay eggs under your skin? Yeah, thankfully there's none of those around here, as far as I'm aware. Truly one of the most cursed things to possibly think about, so I appreciate you reminding me that those types of insects exist. That's right up there with the type of parasite that can take over praying mantis brains and force them to drown themselves, so they can spread in streams. Thanks, man. You've always got my back, Evil. I appreciate it. Always reminding me of my deepest psychological fears. Who doesn't like having eggs laid in them? Sounds like my Friday night. Dino dance. I agree. I don't know when or if I'm going to be able to possibly fit it into my streaming schedule. I think people have shown tepid interest, perhaps the best kind of interest, in Baldur's Gate 3. The friend group, the other friend group that I've been playing or talking to regularly are big Baldur's Gate 3 fans, but they are also not capable of fully suppressing their conscience, so they feel bad whenever they do anything evil. I could just turn those emotions off because of the way that I've trained my brain to work. So wholesale slaughtering the innocent in Minecraft is something I'm perfectly capable of and do on my Baldur's Gate 3 save. I'm a neutral evil Oathbreaker paladin that also has the lizard lady, the Githyanki Lizelle, as a prospective love interest. So there was, when I was streaming it using Discord, not on Twitch, I would never stream anywhere because I'm obligated as a Twitch affiliate to only stream on their platform for reasons that I will probably never be privy to. I was streaming on Discord, and their first question was, why is there like a semi-important NPC that is just like dead and exploded all over the ground? And then immediately followed that up with, okay, now's the time that I go bang Lizelle. And then Asterion, I don't think this is a spoiler, but Asterion does something. Okay, I'm not gonna say what it is, but he's about to do something to you that is not his fault. And one of the options is trying to kill him, and it's an extremely hard difficulty check roll. And I succeeded. And I fucking killed him. Stabbed him literally through the heart, killing him instantly. So it was a wild time, for sure. I didn't keep that save because I need Asterion alive for. He's like an assassin character for me. So I don't have a +1 to replace him with, so killing him is in bad form. He also approves of a lot of my decisions as an evil character. The new Mario comes out on Friday. I don't know if I can fuck with the Mario that lets me turn him into an elephant. If there isn't gratuitous amounts of inflation Rule 34 out there already, there's gonna be for him. And I don't know if I can be a willing participant in bringing that reality about. Mario RPG, I'm absolutely going to whole hog go into. I can see myself streaming that for sure. Probably not beating it all the way through because it's literally like a 40-hour RPG, not including whatever changes they've made. But I can guarantee you that I'm going to be playing the new Super Mario RPG. I, along with other Super Mario RPG heads or SMRPG heads, stands, advocates, heralds of the Super Mario RPG apocalypse, have been waiting forever for like a facelift. I think that the Final Fantasy VII hardcore player base would have been a lot happier if they treated Final Fantasy VII the way that they did, or the way that they are with Super Mario RPG, giving it a pretty substantial facelift, but without changing and adding stuff to it, but without changing like the core principles. You know what I mean? I personally think they're gonna cop out on killing Aerith. There's no way that they let Aerith die. Spoilers for a 20-year-old game. There's no way. They're gonna. I can guarantee you that they're gonna have like those ghosts. I should probably stop talking in case I'm spoiling it for somebody. Final Fantasy VII Remake has been out for what, like 2-3 years or so. But still, I'm conscious of that. I'm playing RPG until I beat it. Love the game back in the day. You mean that you're playing it currently now? Which is perfectly valid. Everyone should play that game at least once. It still holds up. There's a lot to it that's evergreen. The writing is still hilarious. It's kind of weird to me that they are remastering or doing like a hybrid remaster remake of Thousand Year Door before they do the same thing to Paper Mario. I don't know if they're just skipping over Paper Mario because I don't know. Because they released it technically again on the super cursed Nintendo Switch Online service. Because they were like, we have to give these guys at least one very cool video game on our Switch Online service at least once every 6 months. I thought the Japanese version of Final Fantasy VII, that character didn't die, but only on North America release. I can't imagine what kind of acrobatics they would need to do to avoid Aerith dying in the original version of Final Fantasy VII. So I would definitely need some citation on that. As it's a pretty pivotal moment for the video game. Although I'm certain that that's going to change in the remake. There's no way that they commit. I will respect the shit out of them if they commit to Aerith dying. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would respect it. Got about 5 minutes to go. If you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, clicking the follow button below not only updates you when I'm around, it helps the algorithm find others who might like this stuff too. And it helps me out a ton. But I appreciate you if you're pogging silently in the background. That's all I can really ask. And I am content with that, but also follow. And like and subscribe. And follow me on TikTok and Instagram. and buy my merch. Oh, can you imagine? This is being like just a constant billboard. I do subtly encourage people to follow like once every hour or so, but that's because the people that may have the intention to follow or the likelihood to follow sometimes forget that following is even an action. Like if you're just checking out somebody completely new to you for the first time, or even the first couple of times, your headspace may not go immediately to, if I like this person enough, I'm going to follow them. In most cases, I imagine it's just like a cursory interest or curiosity. I don't know how to help the samurai. The samurai is dying. I also may die. I would like not to die, if that's an option available to me. Did I get that list of mods and skill chain stuff you sent earlier? Horizon and Magitech Army for the skill chain calculator. So the skill chain calculator was designed for pre-Horizon changes to how weapon skills and skill chains and stuff work. So it's 90 to 95% accurate. There is... Please don't let the samurai die. Nope, he's already dead. Oof. All right. A comment there. Good job, all. We can raise you to avoid XP loss or let me see what else I can have, because I think you're, if I remember correctly, you're brand new. Like, you just, the factory wrapping has just been taken off, like not even a couple weeks ago, right? Let me see if there's something else in here that can help you. Food effects guide, XP camps. Okay, I'll give these to you so I don't overload you. So there are some things in the game that revolve around real time. Like, it all revolves around real time, so it's a weird statement to make out loud. But I'm talking about, like, there are certain items that you can only get if you're fighting something that only appears during a full moon, or if you're trying to make it to like a certain boat that only comes full circle like once every 18 minutes, or it's an item that only has a chance to be gettable if it's on a certain day of the in-game week. And instead of you having to watch the in-game clock like a crazy person 24/7, just go to this website that I'm now putting into the chat, and you can tell it what it is that you're trying to aim for in terms of like when they're happening, and then it converts the in-game time into military time and date IRL. And then you can, I don't know, set a timer on your phone for like if you're trying to wait until there's a full moon so that you can go get Rigetzerin in Konstadt Highlands, but it only appears at night between the hours of 18 and 6 in game on a full moon, which happens once every 3 to 4 IRL days. Instead of you having to be glued to the in-game clock, you could just tell it what are the next 5 full moons, and it converts that into military time and a date. Thank God for this website. This next website that I'm going to be putting into chat is pretty much every food in existence. It doesn't account for some Horizon specific changes to food, but it does give you a 95% correct idea of what food types do what, and it gives you some blanket recommendations on what food you can or should eat. I've never used Pyogenes before, but if Jim recommends it, I'm all for it. It absolutely is probably a great website. As a new player, I would recommend using cheap food. There's a lot of cheap food out there that costs basically nothing, like sausages for like 150 gil or something like that, which sounds like a lot when you're living guild check to guild check. But when you're doing like 20% more damage versus somebody else that's filling exactly the same role, it matters. And the last thing I'm going to give you is this XP camps. So if you're feeling very frisky and you want to try setting up a camp somewhere, you could just look at this experience camps breakdown and be able to tell, okay, I'm going to go to this area on the map for what my level seems to be based off of its recommendation, and I'm going to try to get like a sub healer, a tank, off tank if you're in Valkyrie Dunes, and like 2 people that can do damage at full, and then you're golden. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to find somebody to raid you out. Even though it's not listed on the official schedule, the next thing that we're doing is Barotrauma tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, your regional equivalent. It's spooky sub, cooperative time. It's very hectic. It's fun all the way through, and I'm not just saying that to try to debate you into watching. It's honestly one of my favorite games. And people like watching it, so we all win. Let's see who we can raid you out to. It's been a while since we've been in a position to raid out to Bailey Jameson, so let's do that. He's a fantastic guy. He's part of the group Ham Club, which I'm also a part of. Plays a lot of retro games like the Thousand Arms Dating Waifu Collection RPG that we were getting into before. Great personality, very interactive with chat. You should just go watch him. So I'm gonna raid Bailey Jameson. So when I look for a party, just go to the area around my level and try to find a party there. once if you were to flag up, like you go to party and then select seeking, somebody will grab you and then they should tell you where to go. Not always, because not everyone is as thorough with making sure that people understand what they're getting themselves into as I am. But they should suggest it to you. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, then your life will flow well. Absolutely true. A truer thing has never been said on the internet. Welcome, fellow Stoic. I appreciate you deeply. We are raiding out if you are just joining us. I will see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, when we're playing Barotrauma. And Barotrauma is a great use case for building Stoic, for building Stoic appreciation for when things are not absolutely fucked. All right. I will see you guys later. Goodbye, bye, bye. Say hi to Bailey for me. Have a good one, friends. Bye, bye, bye. See you later. Bye. Take care. Bye.